Welcome. This is the Crossplay Podcast. I am Evan, this guy right here.
I am Deado, also known as Jason,
Perfect.
but no one actually fucking calls me that.
We can cut it, it's no problem.
No problem.
I go by my real name on everything. Deado goes by his game name in everything.
Including real life.
That's just how much of a fucking degen he is.
Literally.
He's such a degen, it's his EA username. But
Fuck off.
Yeah, this is I mean, we've been wanting to do this for years. Absolute years.
Yeah. I mean, we've been talking about it non-stop, to be fair, over the past few years especially.
Yeah. We finally bit the bullet on starting a podcast what? It's probably a week ago? Not even.
Literally not even, yeah. Within
the last week.
Yeah.
I called him like 5 minutes before I wanted to go to sleep and ended up talking to him for like 3 hours. When I had a very basic question and it just devolved into fucking insanity. And we were like, we're gonna make that fucking podcast. We have to do it. If we record this,
because like we've talked a lot. We've talked a lot about how like this happens all the time. We like don't really have much of an idea or a plan to do anything, but then we sit down and we wind up just talking for hours and hours on end, and not even fucking playing any games. So yeah. We figured, fuck it, might as well actually start for once.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've actually sat down and planned on recording us just talking about shit rather than just like playing games or whatever. Which is what it tends to devolve into, is just us playing games for YouTube and then me never editing the videos.
True. So you guys have a whole lot to look forward to on the YouTube side of things.
Trust me, it will get edited. By next year.
That's a bit for viewers. That's a bit for the viewers.
Mm-hmm. Or still playing Skate.
No, my hands are controller free. My controller's there. I'm not even touching it.
My Pinot is here too, but
I pointed at my desk, but that works. If it was out, it would be there. But
he's pulling his cork out.
That was another bit for the viewers. Well, let's actually get into this a little bit then, huh? We've got a few topics, just some fucking baseline shit to work through.
Yeah, good starting point, the simple stuff.
Genuinely, I think that since it's literally, as of today, it is 9/17 for Americans.
Which is the wrong way around.
It is, for Americans, it's September the 9th, right? Not the 9th of September.
It's the 9th of September, just like how the 4th of July was the 4th of July.
See, that was only named back then because we were still accepting you guys' shit for whatever reason. Also, back scratcher.
Holy shit. Scratch my scrotum, please.
That's not going to the podcast. If it made it in, that's not my choice.
Don't worry, we're editing this together. You suffer with me, bro. You suffer with me.
I barely have time to record, my friend. Yeah, we will. I'll probably hop on a call with you when you start editing. I don't know how long I'll stay, but
absolutely.
See, the difference between us is I work a full-time job,
and that's the end of the sentence.
Yeah, he's got a woman.
A woman, exactly. She takes that's a full-time job in of itself.
You see, the thing is, I have a woman and a full-time job, so I'm still better than you.
Trust me, your woman isn't even a woman.
And
she's a man
this is
in
living
disguise.
proof for all of you incels. Women, it is possible for you to get a woman if you're not a piece of shit.
Yeah, this guy can't even fucking cut his hair, and yet look at him. He has a woman and everything.
You don't cut your hair either. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We're both long hair boys, okay?
Yeah.
Just because my hair is longer doesn't mean yours is short.
Yeah, but yours has officially reached gay length. Like, once it goes beneath your nips, it's officially gay length. Currently, my nips are, about here, so...
Guess I'm gay.
Yeah. Want to smooch later?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit back here now. There's nothing you can do about it.
Pain in the ass. But yeah, anyway, let's get on to our fucking topics. It's been long enough.
Yeah. 90% of that's gonna get cut.
Yes, it is. We've been recording for 11 minutes already. It won't be 11 minutes in the podcast. But anyway, Topic 1. Skate 4 is finally fucking out in 2025. Yeah. I did not expect to be playing a skate game in 2025, let alone a brand new one. Maybe Skate 3. Maybe, like, hop on with Elixir or something like that. But, like, because I don't play the skate games. But holy shit, it is so good.
Skate 3 was 2010.
Jesus Christ, 15 years later and we get a new one. It's surprisingly good. It is only in early access at the minute, of course.
Yeah, but for an early access game that is, like, it's good. It's buggy, absolutely. But it's the good kind of buggy for the most part.
Well, that's the best part. It's like, it's very Goat Simulator vibes, which is the way I've been describing it. I described it as like that earlier, and I've been describing it to everyone.
You know, personally, I would describe it as Skate 3 vibes, but go with Goat Simulator if that's what your heart says.
I mean, if you've never played a skate game, you know, if you're playing skate, then this is your first skate game. You need a reference. Goat Sim is going to be your reference. It's not as wild, but
I feel like almost everybody has probably played Skate 3 once.
I think so, but there is, of course, a lot of people that, you know, they only play Call of Duty or Fortnite or PUBG.
Yeah.
Or Apex Legends or Valorant or League of Legends. Basically any game that nobody likes literally ever.
Yeah. We had there's been a lot of good games in-game announcements this year. I don't know if you...
there have been.
So, we got Ghost of Yotei announced, which I am super excited for. Did you play Ghost of Tsushima?
I have not, but I heard very, very good things. It's interesting seeing Yotei being announced. I remember that getting announced. I remember seeing the trailers for it. To be fair, the festival, the Game Fest that happened earlier this year was wild. We got a bunch of different announcements for all sorts of different games. Everyone was hyping up that there was going to be Half-Life 3, as always. Never happens. But yeah, we got so many different announcements. Marvel Tokon was announced then as well.
That's one of the ones I was going to talk about in a minute. Yeah,
I'm not surprised that like you're majorly into that. I mean, your vibe is Dragon Ball Fighters in it, so.
Fighter Z is I think probably, if not my most played game of all time, it's definitely my second most.
Yes.
I can see Minecraft over the years having #1 since it's second place now, and that only records everything from PS4 generation up. I've been playing that since like PS3 and PC and mobile. So like, God knows how many hours I've actually spent on that game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're not going to talk about the most hours I have in a video game. All I'm going to say is that it's a lot.
Is it Doki Doki?
my highest earning in terms of hours video game is Rocket League with almost 10,000.
Well, yeah. Is Doki second?
second place is Doki Doki Literature Club at 4,000 hours. Then the rest falls down to like.
You have
GTA.
more hours on Doki Doki. You have almost what? So is it like 4.8 or something like that? Is it something ridiculous?
It's something ridiculous. I'm pretty sure it's like 2150 in DDLC and then 1850 in DDLC plus. So it's basically 4K.
So it's just under 4,000. All right.
Yeah, it's almost exactly. Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, let me quickly look because I've not actually checked my time on Dragon Ball in a very long time. On the PS5 version, I've got 315 hours. On the PS4 version, that's where most of my hours are.
Yeah.
I've got 1,500. So
1,500. So that's 1,850. So and then you add your mobile, you're probably at about 2K on that. I've got.
Whoa, no, there's no Dragon Ball Mobile. What the fuck are you talking about?
You were talking about mobile earlier.
For Minecraft.
Oh, for Minecraft. Okay.
Bro wasn't listening. He was not listening.
I was not listening.
Podcast. The only thing we do is talk, and he was not listening.
I would not be surprised if there was a mobile port, because I've seen some fighter games on mobile, and that is interesting. I remember when Injustice was stupid popular on mobile for a while. That was really fucking interesting, considering the fact that, everyone played it on PlayStation.
Yeah. And
then they had the mobile version where you'd like swipe or tap super fast with all the cards and stuff. It was an interesting release.
The issue with mobile fighting games is that if you're trying to take, because they did Mortal Kombat Mobile as well, so if you're trying to take an actual fighting game with a whole bunch of different tech and stuff and port it to where the only controls you have is this, and that's it. It's very basic. There's pretty much only block, high and low.
Yeah.
And then like maybe a super move you can use via button press on the screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There is only one. Sorry, I'm gonna go on a tangent here. There is only one mobile fighting game that I actually really liked the mechanics of, and it was Skullgirls, the mobile version of Skullgirls.
Yes.
I really liked.
That's fair.
I played that a lot when I had to fly out for training for my job because I didn't bring anything else. I brought that, and I brought my laptop. So I played a lot of Batman Arkham games on my laptop, and then I brought...
That. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, like, I think that there are a few genres of games that port well onto mobile. There are the ones that are really difficult. So games that are like fighters and stuff, any kind of fighting game, is going to be really difficult to port over without doing a different method. Again, Injustice did a different way of doing it. Lots of swipes, lots of taps and stuff.
The thing that I wish they would do for stuff like that, though, because they did this... I'll go into more depth on this later after you finish your full thought, but Subnautica just got a mobile port not too long ago.
Yes, I remember you mentioning that.
But at least for iPhones and iPads, I know you can Bluetooth a PS5 controller.
Yeah, you can do that with Android as well. You can connect your controllers.
Yeah, I don't know about Xbox controllers because I only have PS5 and PS4, but the PS5 controller literally has a Bluetooth function on it.
Yeah.
I have an extra one right here. You hold the power button and the share button at the same time.
Yeah, it's the same on PlayStation 4 controllers. It just does the Bluetooth connection.
It'll start blinking, and then you can Bluetooth connect it.
Yeah, it's brilliant, and I think that more games need to add the ability to use that functionality because games like Rocket League Sideswipe allows you to do that. And it's actually how I got really good at Sideswipe was using the controller. Can't lie, but and again, like I think that games like that need to have more controller viability. But it's like, again, games that are fighting games are going to be really difficult to port over. You got games that are like in that mid-ground, something like an Explore. Anything that you have to move your camera with, really, any kind of 3D game is going to be a bit more rough. Like Minecraft Pocket Edition is very, very mediocre. Anything like...
There's a way to fix that, though.
Yeah. But then you've got games like Call of Duty Mobile, for example. I really enjoy COD M, but it's, again, very, very difficult to get the movement right. Was that an auto shooter? It can be, yeah. And that's another issue is like a lot of the shooters, it's like you automatically fires when you look at someone. When you don't realistically you don't want that if you're actually trying to play the game properly. I think the point is, though, for mobile games, a lot of your audience is going to be casual. They're not going to be competitive, trying to go around the highest ranks. But then anything that's like 2D kind of platformers or something like Toho, you got an enclosed space, you can move around in it, and that's about it. That's a perfect game for mobile. I actually have a mobile port of multiple of the Toho games bundled into one single app on my phone because I fucking love Toho. But yeah, it's brilliant, and it works really, really well for that. But again, it's just depends on the genre, and games like fighting games don't work well for that, unfortunately. I could see a game like Skate being released well, though.
Yeah, they said, I don't know if it's on their game plan anymore, because they have like a game plan like this is what's going to be happening over the next few months type thing. But when they first announced Skate, I'm almost 100% sure they said they wanted to put a mobile port.
That's interesting, because that could be done well if they actually dedicate themselves to making a good one. That's the problem with a lot of ports in general, whether they're mobile ports or not. Ports in general, it's only going to be as good as the company allows. There have been so many instances of console games having a PC port, or vice versa, where the port just sucks. The port is just bad, which just makes the game not good, not fun to play. There are so many examples.
Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City.
Yes.
I literally cannot get them to work.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I purchased those games for real life fucking money on a really nice gaming laptop so that I could have, because the Arkham series in general is one of my favorite series of games ever. I don't think that's a hot take at all, but
not at all.
Like, I just wanted to have them to travel with, and it's some weird I can probably get it to do it right now, but I'm not gonna worry about that because it'll fuck up our camera system. But But yeah, I literally can't get them to load. Period. It just won't load.
But yeah, there are a lot of examples of games just not working anymore, and I think that half of it as well is it has to do with like game preservation. There was a lot of discussion about video game preservation, that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to piracy. But without going into that, one of the issues I have right now is that I have Black Ops 3. I want to play Black Ops 3. It's rare you'll hear me say that because I prefer Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1. I love Black Ops 3 Zombies. However, I cannot boot the game ever since the most recent security update. There was a security update that made it so that a lot of the hacks and launches and stuff wouldn't work anymore, which was a very good thing because there was a massive issue before where you would have people just joining games and kicking you and doing all sorts of very not good cybersecurity things for you, you know.
I mean, that's why Cold War was unplayable for so
literally long. And World War II, Vanguard, all fucking unplayable. But like ever since they pushed that update, I can't launch the game. I launch the game, it shows me a black screen, and then it exits the application. It will not work. I've tried reinstalling it, I've tried verifying game files, I've tried all sorts of hacky shenanigans and workarounds. I'm the tech guy, you know, I do my troubleshooting. I do all sorts of different workarounds. None of it has worked, and I can no longer play the game that I have tons of liquid divinium. I have tons of stuff in that game. I have so many fucking gobblegums that I just cannot use. I have the DLCs I can't play on a game that I spent money on. I bought the entirety of everything. I bought all the DLCs and the game itself, which is like $100, £100, whatever. That's can't play the game anymore.
If you want to talk about money, let's hope the gaming industry does not go where it's going.
Well, I am really happy to see some companies pushing back against this. I think that Silksong was an excellent launch. So Silksong was $20 or about 17. I think it's £16.50, 17 euros 50 cents.
It broke everything.
Everything. So you had having one platform go down is wild, but having Steam and Nintendo eShop and PlayStation Store and Xbox Store all go down in the same day when they're all on different services because of a single game's launch is unheard of, and I don't believe it's ever happened again. I may be wrong about that, and if I am, I'll put a little example on the screen of when the only time it's ever happened before. But that's the only time I know of that has ever happened in the history of gaming. It's mental. It reminds me of back when people would line up at game stores for pre-orders. I remember Black Ops 2 pre-order, Modern Warfare 3 pre-orders, everybody lining up for basically miles outside of game stores. My brother has the care package from Black Ops 2 from the pre-order. And we had to lug that home, and there were so many people. We had to get a taxi home because it was massive, and there were so many people. And it's wild, and it's lovely seeing everyone kind of unite under this as well.
Yeah, I love that, like, no matter who you are, like, in the gaming industry, whether it's some idiot people that are, like, controversial, or if you're, like, someone, like, critical, or if, like, you're, like, no matter who you, everybody is like, this is shit. $80 a game? No.
Everyone's against
80 USD? 80 USD? And what was it that Rocksteady said? They wanted, like, 100 for the base version of GTA 6?
Yeah, Rockstar and Take-Two are something else. The problem is that Rockstar and Take-Two can get away with it, and this is my issue, is that, like, it depends on trends. The only time that a company will be able to get away with selling a game for that amount is trends, except for Rockstar Games. Hollow Knight Silksong did an amazing thing of setting it at $20 because it meant that everyone's going to realize that, holy shit, we shouldn't be charging $70, $80 for a game. And they still made an incredible amount of money. Exactly.
7 will make.
Yeah, literally more in its entire lifetime, which is only a year at this point.
I don't think anybody is going to buy.
Well, I mean, we can tangent into that for a second because there is something else I want to talk about on that, which is in our little notes. But you know, then you have games like you have companies like Rockstar Interactive, Rockstar Studios, Take-Two Interactive. Those pair. And Take-Two is, if you guys don't know, Rockstar's parent company. Those two are so fucking money hungry, especially ever since GTA Online. I can see them charging $120 for the game, and I will still buy it. And that's the problem, is that you have people like me. Most people are like me. They will still buy the game no matter how much it costs. You could charge $500 fucking dollars for GTA 6, and it would still make $2 billion in the first day it's out. And it will, no matter what price they set it at, it will be at least $2 billion because it's GTA 6. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, I can understand it. And oh man, there's just so many games that, like, something like GTA 6 is going. I mean, that could be the last game Rockstar ever makes, period, and it would probably be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. They have so much money.
Yeah, so much.
And so many companies are pushing this live service model as well, which is why I'm happy about the Stop Killing Games initiative. It's been talked about to death at this point, but it is a very good thing. But the way that
I just want to do this first and foremost. I never liked Fortnite. It has ruined gaming.
It has. I enjoyed Fortnite from season 0 to season 3. That's the most I did. I still love Save the World. I can't lie, but
yeah, Save the World looks really fun. I've never played it personally. Genuinely looks really fun. It's like a fun zombie survival game.
It's brilliant.
Like regular Fortnite battle royales. Fortnite ruined Titanfall 3.
I hate to admit it, but he's right. And that pisses me off. It just did.
Because taking Titanfall 2, I mean, this is something me and Deado, I know that we agree on, because we played so much Titanfall 2, and it's my favorite first-person shooter multiplayer game of all time.
I will 100% agree with that. I believe that it is the best first-person shooter game of all time, especially in terms of multiplayer. Even if you
don't agree, if you don't agree with that, at the very least, it's the best advanced movement.
Agreed. And I mean, like, just for reference, I play
Modern Warfare 2 exists.
Yeah, this is true. I play a lot of video games. Everyone knows this. I mean, just based off of my hours in certain games, you can tell this.
Just look at him.
Just look at me. Exactly. I mean, I'm wearing a fucking esports jersey right now. What the fuck do you expect from me? But point is, like, the one thing that I have pretty much never done is gotten a game because I thought it looked good because my friend told me to, sat down and played it with them for 5 hours straight. They went to bed while they're in America and I'm in England. I continue to play it through the night until they wake up, hop back on, and carry on playing it with me. I played Titanfall 2 on the first day I got it for 18 hours straight. That does not happen. That doesn't happen. I don't do that. I play a lot of games and even I don't do that.
I don't think you've ever had a longer gaming session as long as I've known you. That blew my mind because literally that was back when I was still in high school and I didn't have a job at that point. That was when we were still that young.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, Titanfall 2 is really good. You should get it. We should play it. And we played it for like a few hours, like
it was
5
like
hours
5
or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I got off and went to bed, slept a full 8 hours, like a full good night's rest.
Which means I was up to 30
This motherfucker's still playing Titanfall.
And then we played for another 5 hours.
Exactly. Like, that was the craziest, like, that was nuts. I've never gotten close to that. The longest gaming session I've ever had was, like, in one sitting for one game was, Uncharted 4. I beat that game almost in one sitting. I played 11 hours straight, got up to eat food and use the restroom, sat down and played for another 4 hours. That's the closest I've ever gotten.
I mean, that's the only time I ever left my my PlayStation at the time, because I was still on PS4, was to get up and either use the bathroom or to have something to eat. I think I ate two things in that entire time. I had... In fact, probably not even. I think I probably had a nighttime snack and then breakfast, and that was probably it during that entire time. The only reason I stopped playing after those 18 hours, I'm pretty sure I had food to eat. I think I had dinner to eat after 18 hours.
That's like crazy. That is, I still can't believe you did that. That's a real story. I want you to, that is a real story. That is, we are not sponsored by Titanfall. That is a real story.
We wouldn't ever fucking take a sponsor unless it was in the contract that they were releasing Titanfall 3. That is
Exactly.
what I'm going to say every single time. If we get famous enough, anytime I get any form of sponsorship opportunity with EA, or DICE or whoever the fuck, I'm going to go up to them. I'm going to be like, the only requirement for the clause in this contract is you give us Titanfall 3. I don't care about anything else. You don't even have to fucking pay me. You pay me in Titanfall 3 at this point. Go on.
No, we'll finish the Titanfall thing. Remind me to talk about High Moon Studios after we're done, because I have something to say.
Sounds good. I mean, like, the thing is that Titanfall 2 had everything. It had good advanced movement, which is difficult to pull off. It had a good variety of guns, which were all very, very balanced. Everyone hated it when someone used one of the LMGs, but they were still counterable. Even if you used a shotgun, it was still counterable. Even if you used a sniper, it was still counterable. And it was so fucking fun. The way that they incorporated the mechs as well. Exomech is very difficult to incorporate because of how powerful they are. I think that one thing...
they're called Titans.
Yes, but in general, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
One thing to remember is that you have games like Fortnite, and I think using Fortnite as an example in a lot of cases works really well, especially in this case. Fortnite has tried so many times in their Battle Royale to spice it up, because a Battle Royale can only be a Battle Royale for so long. They've used medallions, they've used Exomechs, they've used Godzilla, they've used Thanos, they've used all sorts of stuff.
Say whatever you will about Fortnite, that's a cash grab, that's not worth playing, whatever the fuck it was. Those devs fucking worked their asses off to put new shit out every single
week. That was brilliant. And back when we were getting those weekly updates as well, that was the best time Fortnite ever had at the start. But the problem is that you look at it and it is so unbalanced. You look at Titanfall, the Titans are very, very well balanced. They are killable.
I don't know how they managed to do that.
But it helps that like you could ride a Titan. You could pull the pirate out. You could fucking detonate it as you wished.
Yeah.
As a pilot, rather than needing another Exomech to conquer it.
Yeah. That was the best part, because it's one of the only games like that where, like, FPS games where the skill curve doesn't feel like once you get good enough you just lose to the person who's better than you. Like it's genuinely like the skill gap in that game is whether or not you can maneuver properly and take down Titans effectively without having your own Titan. Because the best way to play the game is to have your AI Titan out and then be going around fucking shit up as a pilot too. Like,
that does help.
That's all you ever did. I don't think I ever saw you drive your Titan.
No, I didn't. I drop it normally on a player or on another mech. Which was the funniest clips I have. I'm gonna roll a few clips in a moment, probably in the fucking post footage. But
I'll have to send you the stream I had from years ago. It's one and only. I had some crazy sniper shots in that. My voice, I'm a squeaker. I was a full squeaker squad back then.
That's how long it was. Our voices were different, and the thing is that like my microphone as well sounds so fucking good now. I don't like to toot my own horn, but holy shit, my mic setup is gongious. But just a few years ago,
might have been the era where I was using a Rock Band mic. I think that might be the Rock Band mic era.
That's a wild.
Yeah, there was a time where the headset mic that I had at the time just completely shit out on me. So I was like, what other microphone do I have? Oh, we have a Rock Band mic. Does it work? Yes, they do.
yeah. I mean, they do work. But yeah, like, it was brilliant. It was very well balanced. And even if you got extremely powerful things like the auto pistol, for example. That auto pistol was godsend. It has one clip, you just lock onto the players, and then just fucking spam. The thing is, it's not automatic. It's semi-automatic, so you have to spam your trigger. The faster you can spam, the more you can kill. You had to have a trigger finger, good fingers. But, like, it was balanced, it was well made, and you didn't have it for long. You had a single magazine, and that was it. It was very, very, very well balanced, and I love that.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things in that game. So going back to what started this, the converging from Titanfall 2, making weapons and starting to build Titanfall 3, and then shifting over to Apex, right? The thing with Apex is they took the weapons, movement, and all that stuff from a game that is designed around a team deathmatch with giant-ass fucking mechs you pilot around, to a battle royale where you're using these anti-Titan weapons against people.
Exactly, and I think
like,
that
you could do that in Titanfall, but it wasn't as useful because either you use the anti-Titan weapon on a person and waste your shot, or you use it on the Titan and fucking get rid of it.
And the best part is about that as well is that the maps were built for player-to-player combat. You know, it wasn't just looting. It was you had your loot and you're fighting. That's the point of multiplayer maps versus a battle royale map. It was so well designed, and I love it. And it sucks the direction that they took. And in general, there are so many problems. I mean, the most obvious problem is using an anti-Titan weapon on a person. That's going to have a really high damage output. That's going to have a really high time to kill, which shouldn't exist in a battle royale. Battle royale shouldn't have high TTKs.
Not unless you're getting legendary weapon tier, right?
Yeah, and even then, it should still take shots. You know, if you got a legendary Scar in Fortnite back in the day, for example, it would still take hitting multiple shots over and over before they fucking died. If they had full health, full shields, that's 200 HP. You're doing 20 to 50 damage a shot. That's still gonna take quite a few fucking shots before they're dead.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. There was a good few years there where everything that came out was a battle royale. What was it? PUBG did battle royales years ago.
PUBG did battle royales right from the start. H1Z1 was there with them.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, and then Fortnite came in, tried to do the save the world at the start, and that wasn't getting them anything.
It went well, to be fair. The only reason why they developed Battle Royale was literally just to get attention for their PvE game mode, which was in early access at the time. That was the whole point, is that the game was in early access.
Is it still in early access, or is it a fully fledged thing now?
It's a fully fledged thing now. Ever since, I believe, Chapter 1 finished, it was out of early access. Kind of, not really. We got an update recently that literally just removed the ability to drop items to other players. So Epic is still around fucking up our trading communities. Epic is still around taking games that haven't gotten updates in years.
You just fucking made me so fucking mad about the fucking Rocket League shit. With one sentence, they killed that fucking game's community.
You want me to make it worse? You want me to make it worse?
Yeah.
My titanium white Apex wheels, which were once worth $1,000 in real life, are not only not tradable anymore, but were recently given away for free for watching 2 live streams. One live stream for 5 minutes on TikTok. And if you've also got the Nuke Goal Explosion, which was a paid cosmetic that you could only get from Twitch Prime years ago. The fucking back when it was Twitch gaming instead of Amazon gaming, you know?
Yeah.
Back in those days, we got the Nimbus car, we got a couple of other cosmetics, and we got the fucking Tactical Nuke Goal Explosion. And now everyone gets it for free. It's I'm not one for gatekeeping, but if you are going to give us something that is exclusive, keep it fucking exclusive. It's not that hard. And
it hurts. It breaks my heart because I don't know why they let Epic buy them.
No, that's
I don't understand it.
The thing is, they were making plenty enough.
Yeah, but weren't they the #1 esport in the world?
Basically. Yep.
Yeah, I don't that league and Overwatch are the only 3 I can think of that were ever that big.
CS:GO.
CS, yeah, that's a given. That might as well not be an esport anymore. It's a regular ass sport.
That's true. That's true. I don't even disagree with that. But yeah, you've got CS, you've got Overwatch, which even then, Overwatch was fading into obscurity. So the 3 esports everyone knew were.
Makes me sad that game is still kind of dead. It's really good right now.
There were CS:GO, were Dota and League of Legends and all those. We can lump those into one. And Rocket League. Those were the 3 esports.
Yep.
And if you want to lump Valorant into with CS:GO as well, it's a tactical shooter, and Siege and all that. It's all the same.
Siege is really fun too. At least it was back when I played it a few years back.
Yeah. I remember we used to play that occasionally. It was decent.
I have a really funny clip of Matthew shoot me from the back of the head because he didn't realize there was there was friendly fire the first time he played.
On the topic of shooters, if you don't mind me heading along.
Oh, can I jump onto my High Moon Studios thing before we move on? So I had thought years ago that High Moon Studios shut down. Do you know who they are?
Even if I did, there's people who won't.
Hold on, let me look it up, because they made the ones that I know them for is the Transformers Fall of Cybertron and those games. They also did Deadpool, the Deadpool video game. I thought that sometime after the last Transformers movie tie-in game, I thought that they just kind of died out. But then when I was booting up Black Ops, I think it was Black Ops 6, I booted up to play zombies. High Moon Studios is listed as one of the companies working on that. So apparently they're still around.
Well, what's interesting is Microsoft did buy up a lot of companies. A lot of them under the Xbox umbrella, a lot of them under Activision.
Yeah, what I just read when I was thinking about it, apparently they merged with Infinity Ward.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But they're essentially just Infinity Ward now, and they don't make any of their own personal games. And for years now, I've just wanted a remaster of the Transformers Cybertron games. And so many other people that played them as kids have wanted it too, because they're some of my favorite story-driven single-player games ever. I have them physically here somewhere.
I have a lot of games physically.
I just moved.
Yeah. So. Well, I mean, what's interesting is there are quite a few companies that are a part of other companies, and I don't just mean in the way of Take-Two and Rockstar. I mean Full Circle is just Electronic Arts. Full Circle is just EA, and if you play Skate, you know that because the developer is Full Circle, but they are just EA. There are so many examples of this where you have companies that are they just are another company. At the end of the day, they're just a small studio within the larger bracket.
Yeah. There's other people. I'm trying to figure out this was called Project Robot. The guys who made Eco, Shadow of the Colossus, and The Last Guardian.
Shadow of the Colossus was good.
Oh, it's an amazing game. At the end of last year, they announced a new game. Fumito Ueda is working on, which is Project Robot, which looks to be in the same kind of style or world building as his other 3 games that he made, but it's futuristic and there's big ass robot in it. Yeah, I'm very excited to see where he goes with that, because he has a very, I don't know if you've ever seen a lot of these people who make video games. The guy who fronted The Last of Us, I believe he's gone on record saying his biggest inspiration was Eco, because
that's brilliant.
The entirety of Eco kind of broke the gaming industry when it came out back in. Let me look it up.
Well, there have been a few examples of that, from video games to
2001.
Anime to all sorts of different ones. But it's for example, there are quite a lot of correlations you wouldn't expect. That one is a correlation you wouldn't expect. An interesting one is not games, anime, and movies. You can have so many different inspirations from different sources. I believe it's Inception was the whole idea for Inception came originally, the inspiration, from Paprika. I learned that from my brother. Paprika is a brilliant movie. It's an excellent movie. If you haven't watched it, it's amazing. It's pretty old now, but you can find it for free on websites. It's a brilliant movie, very, very heavy on the blurring the lines between reality and dreamscape kind of thing.
I see.
It's very well
made. I've got the IMDb for it right here. When a machine that allows therapists to enter their parents' dream is stolen, all hell breaks loose, blah, 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 a bunch of shit.
Yeah, it's a brilliant movie. But that inspired Inception, of all things. And there are a lot of times you will see this. I've been using that phrase a lot today, but there's a lot of examples of this. Many such cases.
And there's so many things that are going on. But I'm going to put a pin in what we're talking about now and go on to what you had something you wanted to go on with FPS and shooters.
Well, on the topic of different directions, I think that this is actually a good tangent. Black Ops 7 is not going to be good. It is not going to get any content. What's interesting...
If it gets anything, it'll be the zombies for 2 months, and then...
and it will probably just be shit anyway. What is doing well is Battlefield 6. They showed how to do a shooter correctly, and just the early access was absolutely adored by fans.
Play it, but I watched a buddy of mine play it for 10 minutes and it looked really good.
It's so smooth. The gunplay is brilliant. It's very well balanced. They have known how to do battlefields for a long time, but they've always managed to fuck it up still. They've always managed to find a way to fuck it up.
2042 is good again. I don't know if you've gone back and 2042 is pretty good.
2042 is fun. I tried to play Battlefield 1 or whatever it was called. It was good, but nah.
I'm good on that. I will still go back to play Battlefield 4 before I play any other Battlefield. There's just nothing like getting on with a group of friends and launching a tank halfway across the map.
That's the vibes, dude. That's the vibes. And I completely get it. And like, there are so many different shooters out there, but Battlefield 6 does it right. I think it's the only modern day shooter that's like popular enough that actually does it right. Obviously, there are other shooters that do it right. I mean, my brother has been playing a game recently. Let me pull up the name of it because I want to find out. Need to look at my friends lists real quick. Where is my brother? He has been playing a game called...
I'm thinking there was a new indie shooter that came out not too long ago that everybody was playing for a little while.
Oh yeah. To be fair, happens.
My brain wants to say it was called Delta something, but I think I'm wrong.
Yeah, like Delta Force or something like that. I saw a couple of...
Is that the one that everyone was playing?
I did see something called that. I have no idea though. The game I was on about, by the way, it's called Severed Steel. It was on sale for £1 single. It was like 99 pence. And it is what I would describe as, and it still is actually on sale right now as of saying this. I don't know if it still will be when it goes up. When this goes up, probably not. It ends on the 27th of September. And it is 97 pence on Steam. It is an extremely, extremely smooth single-player FPS. It kind of has the vibes somewhat of Superhot, how you slow down time. And it is incredibly smooth. You can destroy the terrain and stuff. You can break through doors. You can kick stuff. It's incredibly smooth. I recommend giving that a go, or at least having a look, seeing if it's worth your time to have a proper peek. Because again, at the end of the day, it's a single fucking dollar right now. If you get a single hour of playtime out of it, it's worth it.
Yep. Also, I do want to have a little side tangent here. I should have said this at the beginning. If my camera is a little delayed and awkward, apologies. Our setup right now to get this working is very
jank. It's jank as fuck. So it's very us.
He's just got his camera going into OBS. That's all he's got. I've got my phone streaming to my computer, and then I've got Discord streaming that window to Discord, and then he's screen capturing that and putting it on OBS. So that is... we jumped through about 17 hoops because none of my webcams were working, and I can't find a Logitech one.
Yes. To be fair, from my end, it seems like the delay is basically non-existent, which is a very good thing, though the focus will probably still fuck up from time to time, but that's fine. I mean, you got it very stable at the minute.
I'm trying. The autofocus is doing okay right now. I fucked it up. I don't know what I did earlier.
You managed to fuck it up so bad it wouldn't even register it anymore.
Like, it was like dark gray and black, completely just blacked out, and it was just going in out, in out, in out, in out. I don't even know what happened. It was weird.
It was beautiful. But yeah, there have been so many games announced. So many games that have been teased, so many games that have had early accesses. Unfortunately, there is not only good news. If you would like to start off with a Nintendo bullshit, I will take Borderlands afterwards.
I'm gonna push it away. I'm gonna push it away for another conversation because I have to talk about Monster Hunter Wilds and the rise and fall of that game.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Monster Hunter Wilds destroyed the internet the first 4 weeks it was out.
Literally. And it was so popular, everybody was streaming it. It was like Silksong. Yeah. Every single person on my following list on Twitch was streaming it.
Yeah. I think it like immediately topped out active like player base over like Elden Ring and a bunch of shit like the first day. And it's like the highest. I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of the highest selling games of this year next to Silksong. But
next to Silksong. Yeah, Silksong is taking number one.
There's no way. Monster Hunter Wilds genuinely is, I think it might be my favorite game of the year, just because I mean it was out for like 2 weeks and I put like 160 hours into it in like 2 weeks.
That's good fucking going.
Like, well, maybe not that short a time. Like, maybe like a month. I put in just so like any waking moment I had that I wasn't cleaning, eating, shitting, or sleeping, I was playing Monster Hunter. Like, that game took over my life. I went through and I like fully maxed out all of the weapons and all of the categories for like 4 different weapons. Got all the monsters. Played through it twice. Once by myself. Played through it a bunch of times with like little sessions with friends and stuff. And then they stopped adding shit. Like, and it's unfortunate, but I think it's one of those games where I'm gonna have to take a break now, come back in a year after they've released a bunch of DLC stuff, and then I'll have a shit ton of stuff to play through again. Because mechanically, that is the best Monster Hunter that's ever been made. I don't give a shit what you say.
I think it doesn't help that for a lot of games like that, the gameplay loop is just the same over and over again. And it's honestly kind of my issue with Phasmophobia. Until you can learn Phasmo to get good enough at it to do 2 evidence, 1 evidence, no evidence, no sanity, apocalypse challenges, that kind of stuff. Until you can get good enough at the game, you only really have like the 3 difficulties and that's it, and maybe a custom difficulty.
Yeah.
But the gameplay loop is almost always just the same thing. You run in with the exact same equipment in the exact same order that you like. You get the evidences. You maybe stick around for a perfect game. You run back out again. Maybe do the weekly. But that's about it. And
just
I think
keep in mind that game is still technically
in
early access.
Fuck off.
Technically still in early access, which is it's not, but it is.
So was Fortnite for 3 years.
Yeah,
that doesn't count. That's cheating. Skate is in early access. I'll give them that. Yeah. But no, yeah, if it's been out for more than if it's been out for 3 to 6 months, I don't think you can consider it early access anymore, unless it's an indie game developed by 3 people. And I know Phasmophobia is. Before you say something, it's an indie game developed by 3 people, but it's been 5 years. 5 fucking years. If you had said 2 years, that's the cutoff. 5 years. This is the 5th anniversary of this, like this week. It's brilliant. If you haven't logged in, by the way, make sure you get your badge.
Oh, okay, well. But yeah, Phasmo is one of those games that there's so much, like, I can understand why they still have it in early access, because there's still so much potential to do shit with that game.
There are so many bugs. There's so much potential. They change so much. But it's like Dots is the only evidence I've ever added. They've added 12 ghosts since the start. They've added new maps. They're still adding new maps and reworking them. But as far as I'm concerned, if you have a game that's in early access, you should be adding things and changing broken things. If your game is at the state where you are taking maps that are fully functional, fully fleshed out, work perfectly fine, and you are changing them to a new style, that isn't the vibes of early access. That's the vibes of a fully released game where you are like, okay, this has been around for long enough. We are changing it, which is exactly what happened to Bleasdale, is exactly what happened to Grafton. They were reworks for a reason.
There's another topic I actually wanted to get into, which is roguelites have taken off in the last few years.
Holy fuck.
And I love roguelites.
I actually have a video essay written up on Noita. I've brought this up a couple of times, but Noita is, in my opinion, the best game that I have ever played. It is phenomenal. It is a magical action roguelike where you like build your own ones. So you get like the ones themselves stay as is, you find them around the map, but then you put the spells in different orders on them. And it goes from you shooting 1 shot every like quarter second to being able to shoot off different shots. You shoot off different types of explosives and stuff. Then like at some point you finally figure out how to do absolute laser beams of like proper machine gun ones. And by the end of it, you are fighting gods that are hundreds of times the size of yourself, that have thousands upon thousands of HP. And it is a brilliant like way of going through things. And the best part is that the gameplay loop is always different. The main part of the game is procedurally generated, but there are aspects of it that are always the same. The lava lake is always there, the tree is always there, the cliff is always the same. And that kind of vibe, it really inspires the autism in me, to be fair. Like, the way that it works is very, very acoustically friendly. I love it. But it's kind of like The Binding of Isaac. I think that The Binding of Isaac and that one card game that I always forget the name of. Not Balatro, that was recent, but Balatro took off. It was like one of the staples of roguelike culture, one of the original classics that really inspired everything. But the way that you do upgrades in Rogue Tower, the way that you do upgrades in Dungeon Crawler, the way that you do upgrades in pretty much every single roguelike game that actually has that upgrade system is entirely based off of this one roguelike that Slay the Spire. It's Slay the Spire. The way that Slay the Spire is made, it is the founding father of roguelikes. Yep. It is brilliant.
And I love that a lot of big games, like big companies, have started just as like a side thing for free or for like not too expensive. I don't know about Elden Ring Night Ring. I don't know how expensive that was, but that's a roguelite. That's a roguelite
yes,
Elden Ring.
Yes, it is. But I mean,
and then they had God of War Valhalla, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which was really good. And it tied into the story too, which is just better.
Very well made.
There's like, and then just a side tangent, Balatro took over the whole fucking world.
Oh my god, Balatro was wild. I mean, like I love the fact that the guy
it still is.
The guy like doesn't like being seen. He doesn't like people knowing who he is. So he sends an actor in clown makeup, in a clown outfit, as his representative to talk as if he was him. I love that so much. It's a brilliant. And the thing is that drives more press to your game because people are interested in it. People are like, why is this guy in a clown outfit that didn't even make the game on stage? It grabs their attention. It's really good PR.
Bro went to Fiverr.
Bro went to Fiverr for real. It is brilliant though. It is incredibly well done. I think that in general, roguelikes are such good potential, and they are still very untapped potential. I mean, you have games coming out still with new and unique ideas. Developer of Balatro is actually coming out with a new one based on penny machines, penny pushers, whatever you want to call them. It's called Rack Coin, like raccoon and coin. It's very good. It's very interesting. And it's love seeing these unique takes.
I don't know if it's technically a roguelite. I think it is. It was the fucking one where it's you and the dealer, and it's the shotgun in the middle.
Oh, Buckshot Roulette.
Buckshot Roulette
is a very popular game.
I love that game.
I think the thing is as well, most roguelikes have incredible clip potential because if you look at games like Lethal Company, and like that kind of friend, people have been calling it friend slop, but content warning. You got Lethal Company, you got Repo, you got really so many of these different kind of games that are really good for baiting clip farms. Noita is in there with the group. Basically, if you can get a really interesting death that's impactful, I think that's the problem, is that people want to see you fail in interesting and unique ways, in that, roguelikes always open up that opportunity.
That's why Rage compilations will always be popular.
Yeah, exactly. But the fact that it's so meaningful is such a big thing. Because if you just like die in Call of Duty, even if it's a really interesting death, it's just a death. You're back again instantly. But if you take a game like roguelike, if you have an enemy that picks up a wand that kills you instantly, overlay me dying to Mr. Big Stendari with Infestation fucking Soulblade Orbit, I fucking hate that man for that. I was so tired, so dead, and I was just emotionally fucking killed off by that fucking event. Holy shit, that was fucking painful. But that's the example. That clip I have clips from Noita that have literal hundreds of views because they are so popular, and that's on Twitch. Twitch has no discoverability for clips, and I get 100 plus viewers on clips on Twitch. That's mental. That doesn't happen. But that's what
I still can't believe our fucking Minecraft clips are so aren't viewed very much because they're so funny.
They are so fucking funny, but again,
the video of Dylan punching Zane into the creeper is still the funniest Minecraft clip I've ever seen.
In fact, it's so funny. I have it saved in my meme folder on my PC.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen.
Here's the clip. It's really good.
Oh, brilliant.
And God, I really wish that we had been properly streaming and recording and posting back when we played on that realm.
No, absolutely. I mean, there are a couple good clips, like the funny stick clips that I was able to introduce into my video, thankfully. That came from Evan's perspective. Exactly.
But they're just so good.
They're brilliant.
And there's all kinds of stuff we've had over the years, like that. It's the Moby Huge video.
Oh my god,
dude! What an
if
absolute
you haven't watched that Moby Huge video, please, if it's on YouTube, if you're on YouTube, it'll be linked in the description. If you're not on YouTube, then go to Evan's channel it's youtube.com/the @symbol Nave Plays Games. You'll be able to find it by I'm pretty sure just searching Moby will bring it up. It is a brilliant video. It's so goofy.
Love it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, not safe for work. Not safe for children.
Which I mean, to be fair, our podcast
if you know what the Moby
is not
Huge
safe
is,
for work, but
no.
yeah, it is.
Man.
It is absolutely brilliant, and I think that what's interesting about games is it brings us together in an interesting way that lets us do this stupid stuff. Because you don't have to concentrate on the game you're playing. You can lose game after game after game, and it won't fucking matter because you're just chilling there with your bros, laughing along the entire time. I mean, how many times have we just sat down, played some silly games, and not been paying attention to the game whatsoever? Just having a joke and a laugh, just having a conversation about something for hours on end.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally why we're doing this podcast, because we realized that we could. Like, for example, how long have we been recording now, Deado?
1 hour, 1 minute, and 48 seconds. It won't be that long in the audio, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, so we've only been doing this for a little over an hour.
Yeah.
But I want to point out we started the call at what 3:50. So we started the call at 3:55. It's now 5:14. Yep.
It's been 2.5 hours that we've just been in here.
Yep.
It helped that I was setting up a few things, but the fact that we were just having a grand old time the entire time anyway, it's really shows something.
Oh man, I just fixed everything for myself. For some reason, I hadn't gone full screen on this yet. That's so much nicer.
Fucking cow! Jesus Christ! Good job,
mate. I can
actually
see you now.
Brilliant. Good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that I do want to get on to the next point.
Yeah.
Holy shit, there have been some bad things in the game industry at the minute. Which one are you taking first, Nintendo or Borderlands?
I mean, we can tack on just a little bit. 1 moment. My girlfriend's locked out. Let me a second.
Well, yeah, I will quickly start up on the conversation here. Holy shit, Borderlands has had some serious problems with its launch. It has been very interesting. I think that one thing that needs to be discussed is how bad the response from the company was to Borderlands. The whole controversy and everything. Because if a game struggles on launch, that happens. A lot of games have struggled on launch. Cyberpunk has struggled on launch. No Man's Sky has struggled on launch. These are games that are good now. But when you take something like Borderlands...
You'll probably have to cut a lot of that anyways, because I'm sure you could hear us talking.
Oh, don't worry. I can mute different things.
Okay,
but if you take the Borderlands, the fourth one, it is very interesting because the response was so poor. The performance issues are one thing, but when you have a game company that will straight up say, no, it's not our fault that the game is poorly optimized. It's your fault that you're not using AI frame generation. This is a game that on a $3,000 graphics card, which means your PC is probably going to cost $5,000 or somewhere in that region, $4,500, $5,000. If you have a PC that's that strong, you shouldn't be sitting down trying to play a game at 4K and not even reaching 60 FPS. And this is with upscaling.
And this is not a realistic game either.
No,
exactly. This is a cartoony, stylized video game.
Yeah, and people have been discussing it as if it's going to be like the next Crysis, and it basically is, but it's not, because the problem with Crysis is that it was made for future hardware. GTA, for example, is another example. GTA 5 was made with the idea that it would last a while and will be used on future hardware. Borderlands, the new one, its performance is it's unoptimized to hell, and it's just very, very, very poorly made. And I'll overlay some charts here, but genuinely, you are looking at performance on proper mid-range graphics cards at like 1080, 1440p, not even 1080p is a big one. Not even able to reach 60 FPS consistently. Needing to use upscaling. I think upscaling is a nice thing to have, but needing to use it and needing to use AI frame generation as well, just to be able to get above 60 FPS. It also won't feel like it if you are playing at 60 FPS and AI frame gen to 120. Your responsiveness will still be 60. And it will still feel like 60, even if it looks like 120. Visually, it'll be smoother, but playing it, you will still be able to feel it.
AI into video games.
Well, I am comfortable. I'm comfortable with like the AI upscaling and AI, like the anti-aliasing, for example. DLSS is deep learning super sampling. That is fundamentally AI. It is a neural network.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be relied on.
It shouldn't be relied on. Exactly. Like, if I want to use DLSS, that should be my option. If I want to use certain upscaling technologies, that should be my choice.
It blows my mind that we can make Marvel Spider-Man 2 and have a game that looks like that on the PS5, but on a, like you said, a $5,000, $6,000 PC, we can't run Borderlands 4.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I'm comfortable saying that
like,
some
this piece
games...
of shit that's sitting right up here above my head is not as powerful as your PC.
Not at all.
It's not.
Not at all.
But I can run Monster Hunter Wilds better than you can.
Exactly.
Guaranteed.
And that's yet more problems with like optimization. And I hate the way it's going because people are buying these graphics cards and stuff and really high-end systems to be able to play games and basically brute force their way through the poor optimization.
The of 5090s. We both talked at the same time just now because we had shit to say.
But the thing is, we're
both, a little bit.
Both of our points are correct. Yeah. Like, I have a system that I spent a lot of money on to be able to play games, comfortable frame rates, comfortable resolutions, and that was fine up until recently. Like, I'm running into a problem where I don't have enough VRAM. Even Once Human, that was my main, like, that was the first game I realized, oh fuck, I need to upgrade my PC because I need to brute force my way with more VRAM, with more performance, to get out of the dog shit Unreal Engine 5 slop. All of it's unoptimized to hell, and it sucks. And you shouldn't need to be going out spending all of that money on a 5090 to be able to play a game at less than 60 FPS.
And the jump from 4090 to 5090 isn't worth it for the price anyways.
Absolutely. It's like, if you have a 4090, don't upgrade. If you don't have a 4090, if you're like on a fucking GT 730 still, maybe look into upgrading. It's probably a good idea. But
like, the 5090 is just, I mean, even if you have enough money to get a 5090, it's just not worth it.
No, it isn't. Thankfully,
they're not good enough to warrant the price at all.
No, not
People
at
just
all.
want it because it's got a whole nother number on it.
Pretty much, yeah, and it's the best. It's like buying the newest iPhone of the highest level, whatever. It's just because it's the best, which people, I don't care.
I'll buy a new one every 7 years, and then I'll use that until it
Which
dies.
is normally the life cycle for PCs as well now, but it's been shrunk to like 3 years at this point because of the state of video games these days. And it's so unfortunate.
Just the way technology goes as well, because that's just how it goes. Like, once you start getting more advanced technologies, then it becomes easier to advance.
Yeah, I mean, like, in a sense, but you look at the difference between a 4090 and a 5090.
Yeah, but that's just because companies are shit, and they just want to put out stuff to get
and they
more
could
money.
give us 48 gigs of VRAM on the 5090 if they wanted to, but they
Easily.
won't. They could give us more performance, more CUDA cores, more everything, but they won't because they want money.
The 5090 could have been very good. It could have been like the jump between the 30 and the 4090. The 3090 to 4090 jump was nuts.
What is interesting though is that this is a common theme, like the alternating patterns. Like the 2080 wasn't as good as people make it out to be. We only look at it with rose-tinted glasses, but if you were around in the tech space back then, you would know that the 20 series was not a good generation of cards.
No.
The 10 series was beautiful. We liked the 16 series because it was a nice like intermediary, but the 20 series just sucked for the price to performance ratio.
Yeah.
The 30 was a godsend. The 40 series was pretty godsend as well. But I'm hoping 60 series will be
back
good
to the 50s being shit. So
yeah, in a few months we're going to see the cycle of computer hardware start ramping up again, because we're looking at new generation of AMD chips soon. Yeah, which is going to be interesting. And hopefully we're going to be seeing new graphics cards as well.
Look at getting a PC.
Yeah, I mean, I'll happily help you out with that. You know, that's my hobby. I love PCs.
That's his one thing that he said. That's the one way I can get him to America. is if I buy all the parts for a PC, he'll fly to help me build it.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna force you to come over here.
Absolutely. I mean, once I get my monies, once I get jobs and monies, I'm taking a week off and I'm heading over there. Yeah, like I think that PCs are brilliant. They are excellent for what they do, but the problem is that they get taken advantage of. You have the way that you're supposed to do games design, the entire philosophy of it, and this was the case up until very recently, was you like develop for the lowest common denominator. So if you are developing a game and you are like, okay, the minimum specs should be a 1660 or a 2060 or a 3060, like a 3060 is a really high bar as your minimum spec, but you should still have a boundary where you're like, okay, it will be playable at 1080p 60 fps consistently. Like, you will not go beneath 60. That should be your minimum spec, and it should be something that is reasonable to afford. A $1,000 PC is expensive, but should be able to play any game at like medium settings, 1080p.
Yeah, not to mention my buddy's $2,500 PC that can't even open Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's a Capcom thing. That'll be fixed in probably a year's time from now, because they'll remove their anti-piracy software and then it'll run great.
Fucking anti-piracy. I have a lot of qualms with anti-piracy software. For example, Denuvo. If you have a game that runs, yeah, exactly. If you have a game that runs really well and then you just shove Denuvo into it, your game's performance is going to be cut in half. You are not going to get any of the FPS you used to, and that's another main issue with optimization. Denuvo is not optimized. It is really badly made. Results in games just sitting there with half the performance, such lackluster performance, when they should be doing so much better, because Denuvo sucks. There are like 4 people in the world that know how to crack Denuvo, and only one of them is still doing it, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, that's what Capcom uses, Denuvo.
Yeah.
So that's why, I mean, people were wondering why Monster Hunter ran so bad. It didn't work on their stuff, and I kept telling all my buddies that I told to get the game, I was like, if you get it on PC, you're going to have to play it on 30 FPS.
It's because
and that's just how it's going to be.
I hate Denuvo so much. This is a very common sentiment in gaming space. If you are around PC stuff, you will know for a fact this is a very common sentiment, but it's common for a reason.
Yeah,
it's very common for a very good reason, and it does suck because so many games have the opportunity to be so well made, to have such good performance, but they just don't.
No, they don't. Very, very annoying.
We are out of the golden age of gaming now, and it is really sad to see. It is possible that we will get another. It's almost certain that we will get another big life cycle of gaming again, and because it is that kind of thing that cycles. You know, it's the reason why we have the Bronze Age, the Iron Age, the Gold Age, and all that stuff.
I genuinely think that golden age is going to start back up here, because we just got Silksong.
We did.
FromSoft is doing great things.
We do love FromSoft, to be there.
Yeah, and I mean, they're getting ready to come out with Sucker Punch is making stuff with Ghost of Yote.
Oh, I love Sucker Punch.
Yeah, and
Infamous.
like there's all of these just companies that are out right now doing great things, and then there's all these indie devs. Have you seen? Hold on, I'll have to look it up. There's these 2 indie devs that have been just all over YouTube for me recently. Blood Thief, the guy making Blood Thief, and then God, what was it called? Look up indie dev game. Yeah, Blargus is making Blood Thief, which is an old school like Quake style melee game, which looks really fun.
That will be interesting, because Quake was extraordinarily popular. That is one of those games that everybody knows.
Yeah.
I mean, there are still references to Quake in games to this day. I mean, there's a reason why the highest FOV on Minecraft is called Quake Pro at 110 FOV.
Yep. Yeah. I can't find the other one. It's It's this Assassin's Creed inspired.
Assassin's Creed is another good rabbit hole that you can go down, because like some of those games are really fucking good, but they really shafted that franchise repeatedly over and over again.
Outlaws Vengeance.
Outlaws, yes.
It's called Outlaws Vengeance. If you guys have not seen these yet, they've got entire dev logs of how they're making these games. And Outlaws Vengeance is a proper you ever played Dishonored?
I haven't played it, no. I've seen it.
So the whole thing of Dishonored is that you go in, I think there's only 8 levels, right? You go in, you kill 8 people, the game is over. Right? But with that's what they're trying to go for with this. They've got 4 different stages and 4 different people you have to defeat, and they're really big stages, and it's just gonna be a quick little indie game. It's called Outlaws Vengeance, and it's based in this like world where there's 2 opposing factions. One faction is just basically the Imperial British, but like I think that the character design was described as if the Roman Empire never stopped.
I love that. I love that. That's a good design.
And then the other half is like steampunk cowboys, like if the Wild West never stopped. So it's like these 2 factions, and you play as an outlaw from the steampunk faction, and your whole goal is to just overthrow the whole fucking thing.
That's brilliant. I really like that.
It's super. I've been keeping up with this. I came across it 2 months ago. Their first video they made, titled "Making a Game Inspired by Assassin's Creed and Dishonored." The channel is just called Outlaws Vengeance.
I love that. I really do like that devlog style, because it really shows the kind of inspirations that they take and the path that they're taking, and they get so much inspiration from the community as well, and like what they suggest. I've seen a few of the devlog things. I've seen like especially on YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, you see it a lot, where they're like, and it's a really good way to get momentum for your game. I think that there are definitely different ways to market a game. There are definitely different ways to market everything, really. But there are certain ways that just work really well, and that is one of them. If you can play algorithms, and we know that YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, TikTok, especially YouTube Shorts, is always a good show.
I missed this. Blargus started working on Blood Thief 2 years ago, and as of 2 weeks ago, they posted the official release trailer.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so that'll be out. So
that's really nice to see. I hope that is very, very good. I believe it will be. I am interested to see how that goes.
I can send the link.
Thank you. But yeah, I do think there are definitely some ways that have not gone very well. I think that quite a lot of popular like AAA studios rely too heavily on their branding now, and I think that again, like the Black Ops bullshit. You know, it's like they just think that because it's called Black Ops, they're gonna sell.
Game. You'll play it, right?
It just doesn't. It doesn't work in 2025 at all. And the reason why it's getting like more and more slop is because they're making less and less money, so they're trying to pump more microtransactions into it. And like,
it's not working.
That's all right. It's all right. But there have been quite a few issues. But I think that Fortnite is very much the arbiter of all that is fucking unholy in the video game space. They took Dota, that had the Battle Pass, or one of those kinds of games that had the Battle Pass and incorporated it. They took Roblox's whole fucking metaverse bullshit and put it in there. They took the Battle Royales, put it in there. They have taken so many things and just fucking ruined the entirety of the gaming space. And what I genuinely believe is that Fortnite killed the golden age of the last golden age of video games. But now Silksong, GTA 6, all of these different games, especially with indie games being GTA so popular, will bring the resurgence. That's what I believe, and that's when our next golden age will be.
And then I forgot to put this on our list of things to talk about, but all the shit happening with Unknown Worlds and Subnautica and their parent company.
Yes.
I believe Kronos.
Yeah, that is... I don't keep up with Subnautica, and even I heard about how bad the Subnautica situation was. If you guys don't know about that, you want to take that? you know more about Subnautica, go for it.
I mean, Subnautica is my favorite. It's in my top 3 games of all time. Period. Like, it the original game. If you don't know the story of Subnautica, originally Subnautica released as a early access game, and over the next probably 3-4 years, they crafted a game from the bottom up, and it is. If you've never played through it, just go skip here, I guess, because I'm going to spoil a little bit of the story.
Yeah, this is one of those games where you do want to go in blind, just like with Doki Doki Literature Club.
You don't. I'm going to also, because at the same time, Deado's not played it through all the way, so I'm going to attempt to not spoil too much, right? But basically, you get in, and it feels like any crafting survival game. It feels like you're Lost or your Minecrafts or anything like that, where you just get in or Lost. I meant the forest. I was thinking of Lost, but it's just like any of those other games. You hop in, you're on this alien water planet, and you just have to figure out how to get more oxygen, how to survive. But then you start getting distress calls from other life pods, and you start having actual waypoints to go to. And you keep going deeper and deeper and deeper, and then you find more waypoints. You go deeper and deeper, and all of a sudden, you're 1,700 meters beneath the water, down in these fucking lava zones, and you're finding this just crazy shit, and the game ends with you getting off the planet via rocket. And then that leads into Below Zero, which is also really good. I never beat it. I watched people play it, but I didn't like it as much. But Subnautica 2 got announced, and I was really excited for it, and now my hopes are just completely plummeted all the way down to the inactive lava zone. That's just where it's at right now.
Nice. Topical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? They were supposed to get... So you have
I think it was an extra... Let me look this up.
It was 250k bonus, I believe, for finishing the game before the deadline that they had set, was the amount that the company was supposed to get to give out for their employees. And then their top employees...
No. 250 million. Yeah.
That is $250 million.
Yes. Krafton, hold on. Yes. Krafton promised the Subnautica devs an extra $250 million on top of what they would get if they had the game ready to go out into early access by the end of this year, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And they did. They had it ready to fucking go. It was ready early, months early.
Yeah, it was very ready. I have not kept up with this. I know that there was something where Krafton fired back and tried to sue the Unknown Worlds devs.
They have. That is still ongoing as far as I'm aware. Went. I'm pretty sure that's still ongoing investigation. That is going to take a while. That's going to take years.
Yes. But basically they were like, all right, we got the game ready to go. Krafton's was like, oh, really? Let me fire all the senior leadership and delay it.
Literally.
So they fired all of basically the 3 big minds that made Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero what they are. And then we're like, we're going to delay it till 2026 so that we don't have to pay $250 million.
The thing is, as well, is that if they didn't do this, they would have been looking at a lump sum at the end of the day of more than that. They would have been looking at much more if they just kept their reputation. And reputation is so important. People hate Epic Games, and so they don't play games that are on an Epic Games launch. They don't play games by Epic.
This is something I meant to bring up back when we were talking about Monster Hunter. Do you remember what Dauntless was?
Yes, I quite enjoyed Dauntless. I can't lie.
Dauntless was really fun. Did you hear what they did to that game after it got bought out?
No. I think you mentioned it, but I don't remember.
It wasn't Epic that bought them, but I always thought it would be because of the style. It felt very epic-y, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on one second. This motherfucker got up and walked away. But yeah, I mean, I guess while I'm here, I'm very glad that we're actually sitting down and doing this. Yeah, I mean, there's just all kinds of shit. Let me go ahead and plug. We got a second here. I'm going to plug the fuck out of our YouTubes and Twitches. Give me a second. I am at Nave Plays Games, all one word, Nave, my name backwards, right? Plays Games. Deado is at Deado, Deado, just at Deado. That's his highlight right there, right? That's his handlebar. And then on Twitch, Deado is its_Deado. And I am, I believe, just Nave Plays Games, one word. Yeah. Capital N, capital P, capital G, Nave Plays Games. Hello, Deado.
Hello.
I've been plugging the shit out of our stuff.
Fair enough. I respect it. Good timing.
Yes,
yeah,
but
so
I was
you were talking
I
about
was talking about Dauntless.
Dauntless. You thought it was going to be bought by Epic because it's that kind of style. It's very Epic Gamesy. They would probably swoop in and take it.
Let me figure out actually. The end result of this is that Dauntless is completely dead and nobody plays it anymore. And that was like in a 1 month. Phoenix Labs got bought out by a blockchain company.
Ouch.
Yeah. So
why would you let that happen?
I don't know. But you know how Monster Hunter and those other hunter type games, typically you go in, you kill the monster, you get that monster's parts to make weapons and armor to go kill better monsters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole fucking gameplay loop. That's why people play those games.
Yep.
They got rid of that. The parent company
For what? Buying NFTs?
You literally have to get your mommy's credit card to buy new weapons and armor.
And that
that's
sounds about right.
That literally means to do anything in the game past level 1 you need to pay.
So what you're saying is the gameplay loop is the same as popular Minecraft servers.
Yep.
That is absurd. I think that, like, again, like, there are ways to do microtransactions. There are ways to do even pay to win well. You know, like, it can be done. I hate to say it, but yes, it can be done. The problem is that it's not ever done well, and it sucks.
No. Yeah, I mean, like, the bottom line, microtransactions should be cosmetics. Period.
Yes. I think that's
the one thing you can say about Fortnite. It's just cosmetics.
It is all cosmetics, yeah. I think there are ways to do microtransactions that aren't cosmetic. I think that gacha games do have a big issue with the gambling aspect of things, but the way that you can get any character you want in Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero, Honkai Star Rail, without ever paying is a really good thing. The main issue is that a lot of games introduce that kind of
games. That's the biggest issue with Overwatch.
Yeah, 100%. I think that another issue though is, like, a lot of games don't do it well. You know, they give you that fear of missing out, and once it's gone, it's gone. And it's like, if you have a trading community, this is my thing. If you have a trading community, something being gone isn't a big deal because you can trade for it. You can, even if you have to pull out mommy's credit card and fucking swipe until you put $1,000 into the game, even if you have to fucking buy a fucking fancy ass skin for like thousands upon thousands of dollars in CS, for example, if you want the skin, you can still acquire it. It's going to cost money because of how supply and demand works. That's how a market works. But you don't need it. If you don't want to spend $1,000, you don't need that item. But yeah, no, I hate it because games should have a functional economy and a functional market because it does work effectively well. Like, I mean, half of the reason why CSGO is so popular is because it has a marketplace for it. Like, the majority of CS's coverage never actually came from the game itself. Yes, this esport was a good chunk of that, but I want to say probably about 75-80% of CSGO's entire marketing came from people opening cases for the game and pulling awesome shit. Because the clips went viral when you pulled a fucking Golden and you'd open it up and it would be a fucking factory new karambit knife that's worth thousands of dollars. Like, that's awesome. And the feeling is incredible. But a lot of games are so... They don't try to reward you with that same boost of serotonin anymore. Everything is too over the top or not enough. And it's one or the other. Like, Rocket League has had the problem where, like, there is nothing to earn anymore. And it sucks. You don't earn anything, and they're removing the free drops that you get as well now from Rocket League. If you did challenges through an advanced through the Rocket Pass, you'd get drops, which give you random items.
The game's already dead.
They're removing that as well.
The game's already dead. Stop beating it.
Literally.
God, to put down the bat.
Literally.
The clip is empty.
Because Rocket League was such an incredible game, but again, Epic's greed, Epic's idiot choices have ruined it. And there's many such cases. I'm saying it again. Many such cases where you have games like Dauntless, like Rocket League, and all sorts of other examples that have just been bought out.
I'm so sad about Dauntless. I really am.
Yeah,
because
that was a really fun game.
When Monster Hunter Wilds came out, I was like, oh god, man, I want to go back and play Dauntless again. I loved that game. And then I went back and saw, oh shit, this game it's unplayable. The game went from, I want to see.
Right, if I look at the Steam charts real quick for Dauntless, there are 2 players online in the past 24 hours, and there are 0 players online right now. The past all-time peak was 3,221 players apparently 3 months ago. Yeah, that is mental. Like, it used to be popular. It used to be incredibly fucking popular, but in the past 9 months, like, it has dropped. Right now, like, if I look, December 2nd, 2024, there were 3,221 players online. The 9th of December, literally a week later, 527 players online. And since then, it's decreased and decreased and decreased. And on the 26th of May, it was 95 players.
That's the fastest turnaround.
On the 2nd of June, literally a week later, it went from 95 to 9 players. It lost 90% of its player base again. And now it is dead. It is officially, in every describable way, a completely dead game, and the ratings for it are all entirely negative as well. And it sucks. It's really sad to see.
Maybe, who knows, maybe the fucking people, this isn't making me any money, you can have it back, and then Phoenix Labs will be able to reboot the game and get it running again, but God knows that's not happening.
But it's like, it isn't even available on the Steam store anymore.
No, really?
It's like killed off.
God damn.
And
That's so sad to see, because that was such a good game.
And like, there have been examples where games have died, and there are reasons why the games have died. Among Us is kind of like, it's not dead, but you know, it's way less popular than it used to be, and it still gets players. You have games like Lethal Company, they still get players. You have like all of those kinds of like ones that really surged in popularity. Repo still gets players. You have games that are completely dead. Through no fault of the publisher, really. Like Palworld, for example, again, still gets players. And there are obviously Nintendo controversies to talk about with that. But the reason it's dead is because people finished the game. It was a single-player game where you would have a story, you'd go through and finish the game. Once you were finished, you could either create a new game or, you know, or create a new world, you know, or play a server. But again, no real replayability, and that's the problem.
That's something that devs have lost with time. Because I'm gonna talk about this a lot on this podcast when we're talking about video games. Because when it comes to single player games, there are a few that are like the quintessential. All of the Batman Arkham games, are in that category. You go back. It's the only game I do this for, let alone game series. I replay the Arkham games at least once a year.
Which is incredible to see. Like the games that you do that with are not very common in the slightest.
In 2024, I played all of the Arkham games 5 times.
That sounds.
That's a real number. I played them all the way through, and then played them all the way through, and then again, and then again, and then again, and then again. Because nothing happened in 2024.
Nothing ever happens. Yeah, this is true. And then we have 2025, where the past week has been absolutely wild in every form of news, from Hollow Knight Silksong to politics, which we are not discussing on this podcast. The only time we'll ever discuss politics is when there is a very, very valid reason for it, like tariffs affecting the pricing of games or something like that. Only time it will ever happen.
It's just crazy to me that tariffs aren't even the reason they want to go to $80. It's not the reason. That's the crazy part.
It's just greed. It's just greed, and it's so sad.
It's just greed.
And like the thing is,
the tariffs did affect the Switch 2 prices, though. That is the thing.
That is true. They have affected a lot of things, but this generation of consoles, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox, whatever the fuck they're calling it these days, the Series X, because the Xbox One X is an entirely different thing. But yeah, it has to be the Series X or whatever the fuck. But this generation of consoles is the only generation in history to be more expensive, like these many years later when we're looking down the barrel of a PS6, than it was on release. Every single other one has decreased in price, and for a realistic amount, you should be able to buy a PS5, sorry. You should be able to buy a PS5 for $200. You should be able to buy a Nintendo Switch.
$300 on the high end.
You should be able to buy a Nintendo Switch for $50 to $100.
Yep, It said they're still either same price or more expensive.
Exactly. Like Switch, maybe you can find cheaper. You can find it at 150 to 200, but
yeah, that's through Facebook Marketplace. But let's take a second to talk about the PS5 Pro being the biggest ripoff of all time. The PS5 Pro, you have to buy the disc drive separately. They don't even sell a disc drive version of the PS5 Pro for more money. They just sell digital-only PS5 Pro, and you have to separately buy.
Yeah.
And then put it together yourself.
Yep. And then on top of that, the performance is not worth the surcharge either. Like, how much is the PS5 RRP for me, real quick?
Regular. When I got it, it was $500.
Is that for digital or disc?
No, that was disc. The digital was $450.
So digital edition, since the PS5 Pro is a digital edition, we'll compare the two. $450 versus $700. $250 increase. Still not giving me a disc drive, which, if we were comparing the two, that's still $50 difference, but still. $250 increase to slightly increase the performance somewhat by by literal chips.
Yep.
You will not notice the difference.
What I did, because I own two PS5s. I own my regular PS5 that I got sitting in line at a GameStop back in when did the PS5 come out? 2020.
Oh no, it's been that long, really? Oh,
my back hurts. Very wrong on that.
My back hurts.
My back literally does hurt.
Mine too. We are old men. Here.
I've been moving. I just bought a house. I'm in my house right now. I moved out of my 3rd-story apartment. I have a coffee table that's here. I'm gonna back up a little bit so I can show you. It's probably about this wide, and then it's taller than I can fit on the screen, right? And it's
not as big as my cup.
It folds up and out to become a bigger tabletop. I got it when I was in my apartment because I didn't have space for a table. So I got that so we could just put it in front of the couch and eat there. I carried this fucking thing down 3 flights of stairs in my arms like this. Just carried it down 3 flights of stairs. Got it in the back of my car. Drove home. Fine. Completely fine. Got it to here. Went to move it a foot away from the couch and threw my fucking back out.
That is the way. That's
just how we do it, guys.
That is how we do it.
But God, what were we talking about before this? We were talking about the PS5 Pro and shit. Yeah, I own 2 PS5s. I have my regular PS5 that's above me right now that I play most of my games on, and then I've got a PS5 Slim I bought my girlfriend that's currently in our living room. The PS5 Slim with disc drive was $450. So that was a $50 decrease, which for the performance you get, it's really not that much worse than a regular PS5. It's a little slower, and you may not be able to hold a full 60 FPS on all games, but it's definitely better than a PS4 Pro, which still sell for like $300. And I mean that's good enough for me.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that the thing is as well is that it's how much do you have, how much are you willing to spend, and how much do you already have? Like, for example, if you I always make the reference, like, if you have a PlayStation 5, getting a PlayStation 5 Pro doesn't make sense. If you already have a PlayStation 5 Pro, then buying a PC for the same cost doesn't make any sense because it's the same performance. You want, like, tangible, like, physical increases that you can see, you can feel the difference, which is why I always say, if you have the latest generation of console, then buying a PC, you realistically want to be spending $1,500 plus on the PC to have it feel cool. You want to feel that it's new, but it just doesn't make sense, especially not in the economy we have.
And there's something I want to show really quick, just because it kind of blows my mind, because I haven't hooked this back up yet. This was the PS3.
I love the PS3, and that's the Fat Boy as well. That isn't even the Slim line. That's the Fat Boy.
I think this is actually the original line of the PS3 Slim. I think that they slimmed it down more later on, but this is the one I always had, and I believe this is the Slim because the proper Fat Boy had the chrome trims on it.
Yeah, and it also had the openable disc drive at the top as well, didn't it?
Yep.
But yeah, that's still a chunky boy.
PS3 Slim. And then, where's it at? I have my PS2 somewhere as well.
I love the PS2. The PS2 is a gongiest console. I have every console, by the way, all of the PlayStations except for the 5. I have every single one. PS1 through 4.
Excuse me, sir. Are you sure you have all of them? Do you have...
I have a PSP. I have a PS Vita. I have PS1, 2, 3, 4. I have PlayStation VR.
The PS Portal?
Fuck off. That isn't a console. That isn't a console.
It's a piece of shit, but I love it.
That isn't a fucking console. Fuck
when
off.
I genuinely use it, though, but I don't take it with me places. What I do is that I will use it in other rooms in my house if I'm playing a casual game. If I like when I was playing Doki Doki, when I went back through and played through Doki Doki Literature Club again, I put it on that and I went and laid it on the couch and I played it. That's how I played it.
You know what? That's fair. That's a good use for it, but again, it shouldn't exist in the first place. Also,
it's completely useless, but I love it.
This is me tangenting here, but oh my god, Beat Hazard Arcade is finally coming to the PS5 after 12 fucking years of Beat Hazard Arcade being out. We are finally getting a PS5 and PS4 version of it.
I don't think I know what that is, genuinely.
So, Beat Hazard is a very interesting game. It's like, you know, like Asteroids and those kinds of games, how it's like you got a little ship with your guns and you got like different like things that like Galaga, Asteroids, that kind of vibe. Yeah. It's a rhythm game. The power and speed of like your weapons, their movement is all tied into the game. It's the game's audio, whatever music you're playing, and it has access to like custom songs. If you have custom songs on your PlayStation,
oh cool,
or on your PC,
it's a good kid.
Exactly. If you have like Spotify on your PC, it doesn't work on PlayStation. But if you have Spotify on your PC, then you can play it on there, and it is so
just through
fun.
Spotify?
On PC, yeah. Not on PlayStation, but on PC, yeah. You set it up as a custom radio, I believe. And it is so fun. It is very, very vibrant. It is very seizure-inducing. But that is the sort of game that is so fucking fun to play. I am a big fan of rhythm games, especially when they're done in a unique way. I love the basics, like Quaver and those kinds of vibe. DJ Max Respect 5, that kind of... Yeah. I enjoy them. But holy shit, do I love unique takes on rhythm games. Because, like, Muse Dash is great. But then when you give me something like Beat Hazard, something like that Beat Tricks or whatever it's called, there's a version of Tetris that is a rhythm game as well, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
The general idea
is a rhythm game anyways.
Apparently, yeah, same. Apparently, on the topic of rhythm game news though, I think it was in August that this was announced. The Guitar Hero guys are working on a new game, and hopefully it's not as shit as the newest one.
No way! What?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
You know, I just recently found... I know where it is. Hold on, I'm going to bring it in because it's funny.
While you talk about that, Guitar Hero Live was so fucking bad. I love Guitar Hero so much. Guitar Hero Live was so fucking bad the way that they did things, so that you needed to basically pay for microtransactions to just be able to play the game. I hate that kind of vibe where you have to continue paying to play your game that you already bought. For example, iRacing. I really want to play iRacing, but it's a subscription model to play a fucking video game. You can fuck off right now, quite frankly. Good job. But, you know, like, yeah! Holy fuck, I remember that for the fucking DS, right?
DS Lite.
Holy shit. Classic, bro.
I found this while we were moving. I don't have my DS Lite anymore, so I can't play it, unfortunately.
Oh, that sucks.
But I found the adapter for it sitting in an old tote with a bunch of DS and PS2 games in it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I still have an original copy of the Ben 10 game that was really popular. It was like the left to right beat 'em up game that was 3D modeled. I used to play it all the time as a kid, and I found my original copy of it.
Oh, nice.
Happy about that.
I love that. Oh, jeez. I think that...
Ah, jeez.
Ah, jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh, man. I
don't
know what I did with my PS2. Oh, wait, no, it's right.
Good job. Good job.
No, it's not. Damn it.
Ah, right. There's been some interesting gaming news, but there has been news in other spaces as well. For example,
yes, there has.
The new fucking Demon Slayer movie, I'm gonna go on to that, has been incredibly hyped up and has had incredible response.
Deservedly. It
will
was
admit,
very good.
I have not watched it. My mother and sister, I believe, are going to watch it on the weekend. But yes, I have not watched it. I will watch it when it comes out of cinemas, when I'm able to watch it myself. But the art style for Demon Slayer is very, very, very beautiful. It's very flowy. It's very smooth. And I am excited to watch it because it is one of those that when people hype it up and talk about how incredible it is, I don't disbelieve them. I believe them at everything they say.
With no spoilers for the story beats at all, you get to watch 2 relatively short fights, and then you watch 1 hour-and-a-half long fight.
Oh fuck yeah! I mean, that's the purpose of the movies, right? Is to show a big thing. But it's like the Mugen Train.
Mugen Train was so good. That's up until this movie. That's where Demon Slayer peaked for me. Was Mugen Train.
Fair enough.
Because we were talking about this. I guess spoilers for Demon Slayer if you somehow not watched that shit yet. But we were talking about this not too long ago, where when you look at Demon Slayer on the surface, the story is kind of basic and you don't think much about the writing. Mugen Train proves that dude knows what he's writing about. Because
absolutely, the way it's done is so
8 episodes, you meet Rengoku, learn about Rengoku, and then he dies, and it's devastating. It kills you, and it is so sad. And there's characters, you've not watched it, so I'm not going to say anything in particular. There's a character in Naruto that you meet by episode 30. And they're not like a super important character or anything. They die in episode 490, like 460 something. You know them for the whole goddamn show. And that's 460 of Shippuden, so that's like 600, 700 episodes in, right? I couldn't care less. I really couldn't care less. Exactly. It was, for a second, it was like, oh no, really, they killed him? That sucks. And you keep moving on with the show. But in that, genuinely one of the most heartbreaking deaths in any show. I
think that, we have had a discussion about this, and this was, part of our discussions that prompted us to actually make this podcast. The character deaths can be really interesting, because you can either have a character that you have set up in such an amazing way and have been able to make the audience fall in love with them in just a few episodes, to kill them off and absolutely devastate your audience, and it fucking hurts. Alternatively, you can take the stance of the earlier My Hero. I haven't watched the newer seasons, but I'm assuming everyone who's important is still alive, because that's how fucking My Hero works. And Genshin Impact, again, the only times that they've killed off characters is when it's been unimportant ones.
Spoiler warnings on everything we're talking about, by the way.
Yes.
Just so we don't get railed for it. Spoiler warnings on literally any media we're talking about.
What's interesting is they have had opportunities to kill off characters in Genshin Impact, and they have not taken them. And that was the main problem I had with My Hero Academia. For what I've watched up to, they have had opportunities where they have set it up, where they could have killed a character. I'm fine with setting up and letting it drop, and setting it up and letting it drop. But by the third one, you have to kill them. You have to kill them because you lose the impact. If you set it up and drop it, set it up and drop it, set it up and finally kill them, it hurts because you think they're going to survive, and you are sitting there in tears on the couch, which is the way it should be. You should fall in love with the characters, and you should not. You should be genuinely distraught that they are dead because you feel your relation to them. But then you have other things, like you mentioned, that one character in Naruto. There's so many characters in so many media where when they die, it doesn't hurt. But
on the other side of the coin for Naruto, because I can't go through this whole podcast and only slander it, right? There are several other characters that die in that show, even villains that you know for one arc and they die, same as Rengoku, right? That even the villains, when they die, it's like, god damn, that sucks. And there's two in particular that really break people when they happen back to back. If you know, you know. One of them, when they die, you think you know their whole story, but you don't. And then when you learn their story, it changes the context of literally everything you've already watched and everything that you will watch. It's almost like they managed to use his death as a soft reboot. It's that intense.
That's mental.
And then there's another character that you just never expect to die, and when they die, it's gut wrenching. They happen back to back.
Oh, that's incredible. I think that there are some incredible ways to do character deaths, and again, this entire section is obviously going to be very spoiler heavy. I'm going to talk about Infamous 2 now. Infamous 1 was incredible, and the setup made perfect sense. You go into Infamous 2, everything works, everything makes sense, and then you get to the final 2 missions. And I'm going to start fucking tearing up in a second, because holy fucking shit, playing that through, and then hearing Fade Away by Blackheart Procession play, it hurts. It hurts, no matter whether you are playing good or bad. And I think that this is another time to play replayability, giving you a second option of way to do it something else. Yeah. But
that's...
Second Son also did it very well. The endings of Second Son, especially evil ending, holy fuck, the look on Delson's face. Because every single time he does that jump up, that I always forget the name of, but every single time he jumps up, he has that smug little fucking cute smile on his face every time. His almost mischievous grin. But that last time he does it, he isn't happy. And it's done so well, and it's just those micro kind of expressions that mean so much, and you can show that on...
really love Second Son.
It is incredible. I'm really hoping that we get like PC ports of the Infamous franchise. I doubt we will, but I still hold out for it. There aren't. You have to play them on emulators.
Oh my god.
Which really sucks.
Same thing for Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus, yep. There are so many good exclusives that really just shouldn't be exclusive because they're so fucking good. But like, there are so many ways to do character death to set stuff up. I think that ways to like subvert expectations as well. I think that any game that's fundamentally any form of media that's fundamentally premised on subverting expectations, and I think that Doki Doki, or any psychological horror, but not psychological horror, but Doki Doki Literature Club sets it up as a cutesy anime dating sim, and then it rips that away from you.
And it is. It really legitimately is, because I had forgotten how they really lead you on for a long time. And
literally, the game is 4 to 6 hours long, and then the first 2 or 3 hours is the bait.
Yeah, and like super like spoiler warnings, like trigger warnings as well on this.
Yes, okay. Doki Doki is a game you need to play if you haven't already. You do not look up spoilers. You don't listen to us talk for the next fucking minute or so. Skip fucking ahead. Because holy shit, is DDLC one of the best experiences I have ever had playing a video game.
I couldn't imagine if you put someone into that game but like skipped past the content warnings at the start, which by the way, if you do start to play DDLC, read those content warnings. If you genuinely think it will not be a good game for you, don't play it because it will fuck you up.
It is very important to take those seriously. I remember I am a little shit. I set up Eternal to play DDLC and fucked with it. So
yeah, you were an asshole for that.
Yes,
but I could not imagine if it's not something that would affect, like, because for you and me, it's not something that affects us. I've dealt with that shit in my life personally.
I've dealt with it on other people. Very minor on myself.
Yes, like it's
even if you haven't dealt with it, it is done so unbelievably well. The fact that your choices mean nothing as well, I think that is the thing that sends it home so well. It is, in my opinion, one of
it's what gives it its replayability.
Yeah, absolutely. Is one, in my opinion, one of the best written stories of all of media. Combined, like, I don't care whether that's books dating back thousands of years, I don't care whether that's movies, I don't care if that's anime, video games, any form of media, Doki Doki is my favorite story of all time, and as far as I'm concerned, would be top 5 even if I had experienced every form of media that's ever been created.
It and Undertale are the only 2 games that have ever done you have to go into the like files to do shit.
Yeah, I think
to be effective.
Undertale,
so many games have tried to do it since, but
Undertale is really interesting, and one of my favorite aspects of Undertale is the subtleties. Despite everything, it's still you. Is one of the lines that hits me the hardest out of any game. If you haven't played Undertale yet, more spoilers, but I'm going to describe why it hits so hard here.
Before we go, because Undertale's gonna be a tangent that takes a long time. I'm gonna go back to DLC for a sec.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Those first 3, maybe even 4 hours, depending on how slow of a reader you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
It really is just you go in, you meet the main characters, and you find one you like, and you start trying to date them, and you get up, and there's a turning point.
USA.
When you get to the,
I told you I was gonna. I'm sorry.
There's a turning point. There's a turning point. I want to say, around 4 or 5 days into the game, where you come in and your in-game character's best friend, doesn't come to school, and then it's the first time that it's really kind of spelled out for you, very obviously with foreshadowing what's going on, because Monica tells you straight up, man, you really left her hanging this morning.
Left her hanging back there, didn't you? It's interesting as well because the setup as well.
And
Day 4, the way it's day 5, I think, is the way it sets it up. It shows you going over to Sayori's house. It shows you going up and like doing the things that you do literally the next day. It shows you getting ready and everything, and it sets up all of the depressive elements as well. You talk to her about her depression and everything as well.
And you promise her that it's going to be okay, and no matter what you do, it's the wrong decision. And the next day you go up and she's hung herself.
And the music is so well done as well.
I'm actually starting to I can feel it welling up. Just the fucking it destroys you. It destroys you.
It's so significant that my friends in real life still, especially my best friend, always mention, I gently open the door, and it makes me tear up every single time they say it, because that's the line you see, and it doesn't even like give you a chance to click. You can't, because every single time you're reading through the dialogue, you click to go to the next bit, the dialogue starts up and it instantly ends because it's so jarring, and it rips you out of it. It set you up with this cutesy little fucking vibe for so long, and then it tears that out of you and shows you what the game is truly about. The music is so well done. Everything, it's the scene that it paints, the picture that it paints, the way the background shifts, and the game from there on out turns so sadistically evil. I love it.
It's like right off the bat, as soon as that ends, the game crashes and it resets you. As soon as that happens,
and it actually puts logs, real logs. That the log that happens is an actual traceback, an actual log that you can look at in the game's files if you're on PC. I don't know how it goes on
it's on
PlayStation, but
on console
because DDLC
it puts you in a fake.
Yeah, it gives you the VM
computer. Yeah.
Fun fact about that virtual machine environment thingy: you can translate a few of the strings at the start, like the base 64 and the binary and stuff. It takes you to Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley on YouTube.
Of course it does. Why wouldn't it?
I love Dan Salvato so much. I'm not gay, but he is the love of my life, genuinely.
But yeah, it's man. You get into that game, and the first line of the game, you're walking down the street, and Sayori starts running at you, and it runs you through it, and then the game resets, and it tries to do that again, but spoiler alert again, Monica has already deleted her character file, so she's physically completely out of the game, completely dead forever, and it tries to do it, but it pops up like missing no from Pokemon, and it crashes your game again, and then it resets again.
Yeah. And
then it switches to, it was any normal day, I'm just walking to school by myself.
Yep.
And then you get in, and instead of Sayori introducing you, you get introduced by Monica, and then slowly over time, she messes with the characters' files, makes them crazier, makes them worse, tries to push them away from you.
Which just makes them so much more obsessive. And it genuine...
I didn't realize that the Yuri death scene was all playthroughs. I thought that would have been Yuri specific.
Well, on Act 2, in Act 2, she actually forces you to spend time with her either way. If you choose the Natsuki route, she still forces you. Which I actually really like DDLC Plus, because you get the different pictures. Because when you get the credits for the DLC, it shows you in color the pictures that you have experienced in that playthrough, but then it grays out any of the ones you didn't experience. You can see all of those in Deado and Evan. What a lot of people don't actually realize is if you play through basically the entirety of Act 1 and spend time with Sayori, or any of the girls, and then you save and then start a new playthrough, go through the entire thing with Natsuki, you save, start a new playthrough, go through the entire thing with Yuri, and then carry on from there, the end actually changes. You get the true ending, which a lot of people haven't witnessed. And all of the pictures are all coloured in. I'm pretty sure they actually all stay.
It adds a new ending to the game?
It does add a new ending to the game.
Okay, I have something else I need to go do. I thought I did everything.
Yeah, something else I need to go do. Okay. And it is the way that it's... there's a reason I have 4,000 hours in Doki Doki, and it's not just because it was my therapy game, and it's not just because the mods were incredible. I love Blue Skies.
And it's not just because he sits there and stares at Monica in the ending classroom all the time.
My wife. But no, it's because I spent an inordinately long time looking for secrets, looking through the game's code and everything, trying to find unique ways. I found basically every different ending, every different secret, everything. When you go into the classrooms in Act 2, there is a 1 in 16 chance or something like that of the poster in the background being replaced by an image of Sayori hanging.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
The game is sadistically evil. It fucks with you.
Like, imagine if you got that on your first playthrough.
Well, a lot of there are pretty much everything in Act 2 that's a secret is odds based. It is just RNG, and you won't fucking find every single one on your first playthrough. There are so many different ways that it shows the different things. It's beautiful. Honestly, I love that game so much. It is my favorite game of all time, and it is genuinely number one for me. I love it.
Yeah, I don't know what I would go for my number one, honestly. Let me look while I've got my PlayStation on here.
In terms of experience, I think DDLC is definitely number one. I think Noita is probably second or third favorite game of all time. Infamous
Rocket
2
League
is definitely up there. Rocket League is up there, but it's more of like a top 15 kind of range, just only because I love it, but it's a different kind of vibe. I'd have to split
it up into categories. Because if we're talking favorite story games of all time, I think my favorite, just because it's the one, again, I said I'm going to talk about this a lot, it's the one that I've played the most, is probably Batman Arkham Knight. Yeah. That game's gameplay, storytelling, even though it is just a retelling of the Red Hood story, which I'm not even going to give a... If you've not played Arkham Knight yet, what the fuck are you doing with your life, first of all? Second of all, go play Arkham Knight. People dog on that game so hard as well. What's the... as someone who doesn't really play these games that often, what is the one complaint you hear about Arkham Knight more than anything?
I'm trying to think now. I don't actually spend much time in the community, so I can't really fucking remember.
The only one I ever hear is you spend too much time in the Batmobile.
Yeah, I have heard that. I have heard that.
It's 13% of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Period. The only reason that it feels so long is because they're hard. Mm-hmm. So you end up replaying them a lot.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. And then on top of that as well, it's like the way that it's presented can be interesting as well, because you could have a game that
I love it personally.
Yeah, of course, but you have games where the problems that people complain about are such a small portion, but it feels so much longer just because they don't enjoy it. Which, that's a very subjective thing, but if a lot of people aren't enjoying it, yeah.
I mean, it's still, I think it's probably still mostly positive reviews on everything for the game, especially now in later years. But
I think that a lot of games need time to simmer. I think that Infinite Warfare is the prime example of a game that needed time to simmer. It came out after Black Ops 3, which was the most overhyped Call of Duty of all time, and it was the most popular.
The zombies was really fucking good.
The zombies was brilliant, but just in general, Black Ops 3 was the most popular Call of Duty at the time, and then they came out with Infinite Warfare. It could have been literally Modern Warfare 2 levels, Modern Warfare 3 levels of peak, but people wouldn't have enjoyed it because it came out after Black Ops 3, which just meant whatever came next was going to be considered trash by the community. And it was an entirely different vibe as well, which made it even more difficult. But the zombies was great, really good fun. The multiplayer was very fun, to be fair, all things being considered.
Well, you can still play it.
Well, I mean, you still can.
Yeah, I know. It had
I can play Infinite Warfare. I can't play
Black
Ops 3.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, there's some games that have left such just a lasting experience, like, a game series that I think doesn't get enough credit, even though it is AAA, is the Star Wars Jedi games.
Yes.
The Souls-like Star Wars games are extremely good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some of my, like, I think, I want to say when COVID first hit, there were 3 games that I played a lot of.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Ball FighterZ was the first one, very obviously. I put so many hours into that game.
Of course.
Black Ops 3 Zombies and Minecraft were like the 3 big ones. But outside of those 3, I went through and I completely 100%ed Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
In that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, if you've ever played that game and tried to 100% it, that's not a game that's fun to 100% within the game. You can get 100% of the trophies really easy. But actually exploring 100% of every map and getting 100% of like all of the areas laid out and actually having it there is such a pain, especially on Kashyyyk, is such a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
because there's so many little nooks and crannies, and if you miss one, you miss that one. But I 100%ed every map on that game.
Exploration in video games is pretty rough. There is the very, very classic tried and true method of just putting collectibles in the game, and sometimes they work, but sometimes they're so out of place. But in general, I don't like that. I don't like the idea of like being able to miss something and it's basically permanently gone without having to do an entirely new playthrough for it. Something that the Tomb Raider games suffered with. It's something that the Uncharted games suffered with a lot.
You should always be able to go back.
You should always be able to go back, even if it's just in a mission replay or whatever. But it's like, I think that this is another thing that GTA 5 story did right. You have like the medals basically that you get for the different missions, and then you can go back and play them in mission replay. That's a really brilliant way of doing it.
Red Dead 2 did it as well, and Red Dead 2 I think did it better. Red Dead 2 did a lot of things better in terms of story.
Because they learned so much from GTA 5, and I'm curious what lessons they're going to have learned from Red Dead 2 to GTA 6.
GTA 5 cut so much content that was in the older games. Like the weight system and the gym system and all that. I don't know why they didn't bring that into the... But who knows?
Even to be fair, the fact that the game is so incredible without that shows so much. But it looks like in GTA 6 they do plan on bringing back a lot of those aspects, which will be really interesting to see. I mean,
because they're cutting it down to just are you just playing as the lady, or are you playing as the guy as well?
I'm pretty sure you're playing as both Lucia and Jason.
That's what it is. I can't remember their names.
I'm pretty certain. Yeah. Going to be a lot of interesting interactions with all the different factions and groups and stuff as well.
I put this on our list, but I forgot to talk about it. It's another one that's going to be up in my favorite games of all time. Not in the top 5 even, but the Lego Batman game.
Lego games have always been goated.
Yeah.
There is no argument.
They're great.
Lego games are always incredible, even if you don't like the franchise. Lego Harry Potter, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, Lego Star Wars, they were all fucking amazing.
Have you seen... Because they announced Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Have you seen the trailers and shit for that?
I have not.
It looks like a fully fledged Lego Arkham game. There's actual detective scan the map and view all the enemies, and there's actual gliding.
Me so unbelievably fucking happy, dude.
There's an actual outside world, like a full Gotham City, and you can grapple around it, and like Arkham. It looks really fucking cool, and I'm very excited to play through it with my girlfriend. I am so excited.
Hell yeah, that is something I will definitely have to get my hands on. On the topic of new games, Unfortunately, I'm going to be spending a lot of money in a few days because Sonic Crossworlds is just so good. I am so mad about how good this game is. I promised myself that if it was good, I was going to get it. That was my treat to myself this year. And when I saw that the playtest was out, the online test, it was like for testing the network strain and stuff, I figured I'd give it a go. I was hoping it would be bad because I didn't want to have to spend all the money on it. But it was the best racing game I have played in that genre. Obviously, genre-based, because that's a very different game to Forza Horizon Motorsport. But in that genre is the best game I have played since Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing.
Like in the Mario Kart.
In that kind of arcade racing, yes.
I heard that Mario Kart World was good. I never played it.
I played it. It was just another Mario Kart game.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's got some interesting takes, but it's just another Mario Kart game, and the way that they've done things has apparently not been very popular with the people who actually play Mario Kart. But yeah, in general, like, these games are good, but it seems like everyone's been exploring the multiverse bullshit recently. You have Mario Kart World, you have Sonic Crossworlds, both completely separate from inspiration of one another, both dropping basically the exact same idea a few fucking months apart, not even. Though, like, the way that their incorporations of this kind of concept is very different. But in general, like, it's been a very popular thing doing this whole multiverse thing. And it can be done really well. Yeah. And to being able to, like, sneak in new characters like Hatsune Miku, for example, you don't have to, like, excuse it with anything, because you can just be like, haha, multiverse, go brr. But it works for this kind of vibe. It doesn't work for actual storytelling, because then you get lazy, like MCU.
Yeah. It's that's something as well. We've talked a lot about just a bunch of different things. Let's get into movies and anime and stuff for a minute here. Let's get away from video games. I know
we keep drawing it back.
Think from the name. Yeah, it keeps coming back. But we went to Demon Slayer, right? Mm-hmm. That movie was really good, and there's something about being able to go to a movie theater and watch an anime movie that is just so
nice. I'm so, like, there are a lot of reasons I don't like that anime has gone popular, but all of them are so menial and so, like, pretty gatekeepy. I can't lie. Like, it's a lot of stuff of just, like, I don't like things being popular because of the way that they get interpreted. But it makes me very happy that anime is popular, because we get movies that are, like, mainstream in theaters that get critically acclaimed. We get like, actually good English dubs where they don't just say slurs because they get paid to just do a job and they don't get any fucking guidance, so they just start saying slurs.
Ghost Stories dub.
Ghost Stories dub, go bro, exactly.
What a fucking classic, though.
Like, if I wanted to meme on shit, I would go and watch the abridged versions online, like, of Goblin Slayer. That shit's hilarious.
Tell you what, though,
if you haven't watched it, please do.
This is a weird tangent about abridged versions. The SAO abridged series is genuinely better than the actual show.
That sounds about right. Like, abridged is usually better.
It's not, like, it's funnier, but not in a way that feels impossible for an anime to just be, like, funny like that.
I like that. But yeah, I mean, there's the new Miku movie that's come out, the Miku About a Voice, or whatever it's called, which I am very excited to see. I'm going to hopefully see that very soon. It's been out in theaters for a little while. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'll let you know how good it is. I'm going to watch it. Nobody can stop me. Unless I get shot or something, which would be unfortunate, but, you know.
Might happen. You're pretty controversial.
Yeah. No politics, we say.
Well, I wasn't making a politics joke. I was just making a real joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the point is, like, there's a lot of new things coming out, and it's been really nice to see. I mean, we're getting season 2s and season 3s of a lot of stuff. We're getting season 7 of My Hero Academia.
Oh, yeah. They just announced, I'll talk about that in a second. They just announced the Chainsaw Man movie.
Yes, I'm very excited for that, because Chainsaw Man's been really good so far. And I'm excited to carry on watching the anime stuff, which has been, I love that show. I love the vibes. I know that a lot of people don't like it for the like not liking parviness, but it's like this is an anime that's predicated on a teenage boy with hormones getting taken advantage of because of his hormones, because of his desires. Like that's the entire point of the anime.
I think
you don't go to a
fucking
you don't go to a restaurant and then complain about the food that they have when you know that they serve that specific kind of food. I'm not going to go to a Chinese restaurant
and get upset when they give you a burger.
Yeah, I'm not going to go to a Chinese restaurant and complain that the food isn't fucking Cantonese or Japanese or fucking something else or Korean. Like it's a Chinese restaurant for a reason. If you wanted a different genre, if you wanted a different vibe, go watch a different fucking anime. It's not that hard. But yes, the anime is very good and I'm excited because MAPPA, as shitty as the company are, the anime is doing incredible job.
Work ethic and like the way that they run that business is awful, but
standard
the
Japan
anime and the visuals that come from it,
it's gorgeous.
I might have to go back to sweatshops, man.
Literally, I'm in the same fucking boat. I'm all awful for
like,
workers' rights and stuff, but holy shit.
If I can get another Attack on Titan season 4, I'll go for it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another. You were talking about DDLC being one of the most well-written medias of all time, and the first thought I had was Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I have heard. I have a lot of friends that love AOT, you included, but a lot in the group, my IRL group. A lot of them love it, and holy shit, the amount that they were crying over the events of the final season, the final episodes, is insane. Because these are people that they have emotions, yeah, sure, but they don't talk about how much they're sobbing over these shows.
Yeah, it's one of the only shows that genuinely I think every character death affected me. Every single one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's a lot of them, so it's surprising, you know? And, give or take one or two at the very start, because you can't kill off main characters in episode 5, right? But
yeah. But I think that coming back to character deaths here, there are a lot of different ways that they have been done that's very interesting to me, because you have games and shows and stuff. I think that Danganronpa is a really good example of something where it's you take a game and it's basically everybody is going to die. That's kind of how a killing game works. You just don't know who. And it does suck when it does happen and you still do get upset. But then you have shows where the characters survive basically the entire way until the end. And I think it hurts so bad when it does happen because they're so close to victory and they're never going to be able to see it. And it's such a good way to play on the emotional heartstrings.
Yep. Oh, man.
One thing, though, is I like it when villain character deaths actually get you. I can't really think of any off the top of my head.
I mean, you just haven't watched Naruto yet.
Yeah, you did mention that. But, I am looking forward to more villains and stuff, because villains have been being written better and better as we've gone on.
The Demon Slayer movie will get you.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. But it's the problem is that most of the time you know that a villain is going to die. You know that, for example, in Demon Slayer, you know that the demon is going to die. That's the entire point. They are getting slain. But even so, I was still upset when Daki died, for example. She's one of my favorites. I have a type, Susumaru and Daki are my favorites for obvious reasons. I'm a degenerate. Also, I'm pretty sure that Susumaru's voice actor is Jinx. I'm pretty certain.
I can't prove that. But
in fact, let me look that up. If you want to go on your any tangents, feel free to. But behind the voice actor.
So yes, when you're talking about villain deaths that make you cry, Naruto is the king of that. I mean, that's the whole thing. That's what Talk no Jutsu is. But I can't really get into it without spoilers. I really don't want to spoil anything for you, especially just because.
No, of course.
But I'm just gonna, for people that do know, just gonna say, I said it earlier. One of the villains' deaths literally rewrites the whole show, the whole fucking show.
I think that's such a good way of doing things as well.
But I can't say the whole show. It literally it's the best way they could have possibly written it to make one of the characters redeemable.
I'm sorry, but Susumaru is the same voice actor as the voice actor for Felix Argyle in ReZero.
I haven't watched ReZero yet, so I don't know.
The cute little femboy. Are you kidding me?
Have you ever seen who Naruto's English voice actor is?
Siegeween from Genshin Impact, the little fucking lolly that heals you.
Couldn't tell you.
Oh.
The guy who voices Sasuke and Naruto, Yuri Lowenthal, is the same guy who does the Marvel Spider-Man game voice.
Yes, I do know Yuri Lowenthal. It's one of those names that everyone knows, like Satoru Gojo's VA. Everyone knows his name.
What's his name?
It's an excellent fucking question. I can't remember it. It's like Keith Stone or something like that. I don't fucking know. But it is a name that everyone knows. When you hear it, you're just like, yep, I know who that is. Come on,
yeah,
please tell me I'm right about this. Please tell me I'm right.
Everybody knows, and everybody knows it for a good reason, is Chris Sabat. That dude. I'm gonna.
Also, I was right, by the way. Actual Jinx from the game, not from the anime, but from the game, is voiced by the same person as Susumaru.
League.
Yeah.
It's League, right? You're talking about. Okay, I figured.
Satoru Gojo, Kaiji Tang. That's the name. Everyone knows who Kaiji Tang is.
I don't watch in dubs or subs, so I actually don't know.
He is N-dub.
Oh, is he?
VA of Satoru Gojo, Jinshi from the Apothecary Diaries. It's insane the amount of range that some voice actors have. It's really nice seeing actual good fucking voice actors in N-dubs now. It does suck that I'm seeing so many of the same ones from the same fucking, because they're all through Crunchy or whatever. So they use the same agencies. You have like Izuku Midoriya's voice is in literally fucking everything. And every time all I can think about is one little fucking boy. But yeah, like it is one of those voices. But there are quite a few times like I hear All Might's voice as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So All Might is Chris Sabat, right?
Yeah.
That's the guy I'm talking about.
The game
in Dragon Ball alone, right? No, one second. In Dragon Ball alone, he voices Vegeta, Piccolo, Yamcha, Shenron, Popo, Grandpa Gohan, King Vegeta, Zarbon, Geese, Berta, and more.
That's
in Dragon Ball alone. And they all, like, the only one that really gets me is Vegeta, Piccolo, and Yamcha, because they're three main characters of the show that are often together in the same scenes. And I would never have realized it. But once you hear it, you can't unhear it because it really is just his voice at different registers. That's all it is. Yep. Yamcha is his like, hey man, surfer dude voice. You know, it's his like Yamcha. I'm Yamcha, man. I do everything great, but I'm actually shit. You know, that's like the Yamcha voice. Piccolo is really deep as he can go. Like this is Piccolo for him. And then Vegeta is just very raspy. It's a very raspy character voice, and it's like. His range is nuts.
Yeah, one of my favorite ranges is, funnily enough, not even an actual, like, dedicated voice actor. Instead, someone who made a show. My absolute beloved Mr. Hirsch. The creator of Gravity Falls.
I thought you were going to say Seth MacFarlane.
Valid. But no, Mr. Gravity Falls man. He does most of the voices in that show.
Alex Hirsch?
Yeah, Alex, that's the one. He does like Stan's voice. He does like I'm pretty sure he's Seuss's voice as well. He does a bunch of the voices throughout that show, and also has popped up in other things like The Owl House and Amphibia and those kinds of cartoon shows as well. While we're on the topic of voice actors, one of actors in general, just because of voices, do you know who my favorite voice of all time is?
Me.
Damn. Second favorite then.
No, I do not.
It is Jeff Bridges. Mr. Box
Jeff
of Scraps,
Bridges.
man.
Huh. That's so fair. Evil robot Jeff Bridges.
Evil robot Jeff Bridges. Because I love him from Tron. That's what I know him from, was Tron and Tron Legacy. Whenever I hear his voice, all I know him as is Mr. Tron. Mr. Kevin. Mr. Kevin.
I think that one of my favorite voice actors and just general voices in popular media right now has got to be Christopher Judge, voice of Kratos.
Yes, he does an incredible voice. To be fair,
he does have an incredible voice. That deep. And then Alex Lee is really good too.
Yes, I know that Alex Lee is incredible. One thing I find funny is another one of those voices that you recognize everywhere is Mr. Keith Silverstein, the voice actor of Zhongli in Genshin Impact, and also the voice of so many other things. It's insane. Hisoka, he's got Jujutsu Kaisen roles on.
Well, you say Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter?
Let me make sure that's right. Because I don't want to say yes and be wrong. I need to scroll down so it like searches more.
Because that's one that surprises me.
Yes.
Huh. For some reason that never clicked in my head.
So he's done that. He's
unhinged as Hisoka.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of that anime?
No, I haven't. But he's also Mr. Yaga in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yep. Hisoka is fucking nuts. One of the craziest anime villains.
I do love a good villain. I think villains are probably easily my favorite. He's also, by the way, Torbjorn.
Torbjorn! Ready to work! Dude, that's crazy. Hisoka is Torbjorn? What?
Yeah, same person. How wild is that?
Very.
He has been in so many things, done so many roles, from Blue Exorcist to Dandadan, Genshin Impact.
Lucy and Dandadan, that's really good too, by the way. That's another anime that took over the world, and I love it because it's so different from all other anime.
I still need to watch it, but I know how incredibly popular it is. I've been told to watch it. It is actually on my list of things to watch.
It's one that I had a few coworkers tell me, like people that don't watch anime at all. They're like, dude, Dandadan is so good. Have you watched it yet? I know you watch anime. And I'm like, no, I've not actually. It's like, I need to.
Yeah, I've been told by fucking everyone in my cat to watch it.
It is really, really good.
Yeah, I need to watch it. It's another one that is on my list. I have such a long list of things to watch. It's something I need to put on my funny toaster, actually. But isn't it on Netflix? Or something like that?
I actually don't know. I watched it on Hulu.
Makes sense. Yeah, we don't have that over here. But yeah, I'll throw it on my toaster so that way I can
don't have Hulu in England?
We might, but it's
really?
not a popular service if we do. I'm pretty sure we don't though. But we also don't have quite a few others.
One of the main ones over here.
Yeah, like Paramount Plus I don't think is over here either. And a few of the other ones like that. We do have we have the basics, we have Netflix, we have Disney Plus, Crunchyroll.
Netflix is more popular than Hulu, or Hulu is more popular than Netflix over here, really.
But, yeah, no, I don't see any discussion about Hulu at all over here. I don't think we have it.
That's crazy.
We might, it just might not be popular.
It's one of the best streaming services for anime right now, just because its download system, if you have Hulu Premium, is so much better than everything else.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I do find that download systems are awkward in a lot of services, which is honestly why I just rely on my own toaster at this point, my own home server, because it gets the job done. One thing I am excited for though is January, because we're getting free run next season. Holy shit!
Season 1 yet.
Holy shit, is Free Run the best anime that I have ever watched. It is incredible. The artwork, the way that they do the fights is amazing. The whole idea and premise for the show is incredible. And oh my god, is the scene with Aura the Guillotine one of my favorite scenes in anime history. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil it, but holy shit, I love Aura. I love a pretty villain but oh my god, is that scene incredible. But it's like I've always been a strong fan of villains and antagonists for any kind of way, whether it's pretty girls, whether it's really cool guys, whether it's just fucking doofenshmirtz. Any form of antagonist, if they're written well, can be incredible. But half the time they're not written well.
Very true.
Problem is as well is that recently we've had that kind of resurgence of everyone trying to give every villain a redemption arc or give them like a valid reason for doing what they do. It's like, yes,
Demon
I agree.
Slayer is the only anime that can get away with that on every single person because they're all demons and they've lost their humanity.
Exactly.
It is the only one.
Which is why fucking Darky's arc made me cry. Exactly that's exactly the reason. But it's so common now that you just see just such bullshit, really, quite frankly. Such bullshit of these different fucking characters being like, in reality, I actually had my own reasons for doing this, and you should feel sorry and bad for me, and this, that, and another. It sucks. It's so bad. Give me... I love irredeemable. I do love me some actual redeemable villains, but only when they're written well. I love irredeemable villains, again, when they're written well. The problem is when they're not written well, which is most of the time. Most villains are just written poorly. Sucks.
That's one thing that I really love about solo leveling.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because of like the way the anime works, the villains are just evil and that's it.
Yes, exactly.
I really respect that.
Yeah, they do it right. Because not every villain needs to have a redemption. Every villain needs to have like such a perfect moral compass and everything that just made a few mistakes along the way or whatever.
They don't all have to be Joker.
Exactly.
Like Joker is like the original version of that, where it's just like it really was just the one bad day thing.
Yep.
You know.
And it can be done really fucking well, as is evidenced multiple times throughout so many things, but here we are.
Yeah, I'm definitely not playing Skate 4 right now.
I can tell. Recently, what was it? My Dress Up Darling and Rascal Does Not Dream got their new seasons, which are either still coming out or have just finished. I don't know which, because I'm still waiting for the dubs. But I'm very excited for those, because that's my kind of vibe. I know a lot of people love their like fighting anime. They like their kind of like shonens and stuff. My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, Solo Leveling are very popular for a reason. And I do love Demon Slayer. But Free Run, My Dress Up Darling, Rascal Does Not Dream, anything that's more slice of life, kind of less such sole focus on combat is my kind of vibe. Which is why I'm really happy that both of those anime got their second season after all this fucking time. I need to actually sit down and watch that, but holy shit, is it nice seeing other anime actually get, popular stuff. More recognition, more seasons and everything. Because you don't see it enough. Anyway, is that all the topics we had to cover?
Outside of music, yeah.
Or do you want to take us on music then?
Pretty much. I mean, we had a lot of good stuff this year in my realm of music. I listen to a lot of music. And this year alone, we got our new 3 Days Grace album with Adam Gontier back on the band, which is really nice. That's one of the bands that I grew up listening to all the time with me, my dad, and my brother. And so having Adam Gontier back in the band, I got to go see them live. They were touring with Disturbed and Seven Dust as an opener.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to go see them live a few months ago. And then we just got the new 21 Pilots album just dropped as well, which is really good. I really enjoyed that album. Then earlier on in this year, John Bellion dropped his first album in 6 years, which if you are like me and you know anything about popular music in like just the world right now, John Bellion is a very large name within the industry, but publicly is almost not known at all.
To be fair, I feel like Mark Ronson is very much in that kind of vibe. The only reason why people know of Mark Ronson is because he's been more in the forefront with like what has he done? He's done 24 Karat Magic. He's done Uptown Funk. He's done that a couple of songs with like Lady Gaga and with like Miley Cyrus and stuff. But I always knew him from Record Collection, which is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah. I don't listen to him too much. I know of him, obviously, but here I just gotta pull up the album, right? Just to put this into perspective with Jon Bellion, if you're wondering who he is. This new album he just released has Pharrell Williams as a feature, Luke Combs as a feature, and Jon Batiste as a feature.
That is a wild fucking lineup.
3 very different artists who are all ungodly popular within their genres.
Yes, absolutely. Jon Batiste, everyone knows all 3 of those names.
Yes. Yeah, that's just how it goes. And just... hold on, I have to open up Spotify again. Give me a second.
Yep.
But Jon Batiste released an album, I want to say, either earlier on this year or last year. So that makes me feel good. Right now, Jon Batiste's 10th most played song on Spotify of like this last month is the Jon Bellion feature. So that makes me happy. But yeah, from 2023. So it was a 2023 album, World Music Radio by Jon Batiste. There's a song called Drink Water featuring Jon Bellion and Fireboy DML. That song is super, super good. And it's the most played song off that album.
Eesh.
With 12 million streams. And runner-up seems to have around 6 million. Yeah.
Wild. That's mental.
So it's doubled. And this is the most popular song off of one of the most popular artists' most recent albums. And still people are like, who's Jon Bellion? And it's like, how the fuck do you not know yet?
literally, yeah. It's such a popular name. It's one of those, like, when you realize who it is, when you sit down and listen for a day to, like, all of their discography, all the things they've been featured on, and you learn about them as a person and what they have done throughout their music career, you're like, holy shit, how have I never heard of this person before and however long I've been alive? It is one of those names.
This is so funny to me. His genre list on Wikipedia is pop, R&B, hip-hop, indie, and rock.
Nice. I love that.
That's like all of them outside of country.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
I'm trying to find... Okay, here we go. I got you. So, let's see here. So, he's released 3 full albums. The Human Condition, Glorious Sound Prep, and Father Figure. 3 of my favorite albums of all time, right there. Super good. He's got a bunch of others that are just labeled as mixtapes, including The Definition and The Separation, which are, again, 2 of my favorite albums of all time. And then, if you come down, let's see here. He's got the song All Time Low from 2016, which has RIAA 4 times platinum, ARIA 2 times platinum, BPI gold, BVMI gold, GLF gold, IFPI Den went platinum, MC went double platinum, and RMNZ went 3 times platinum. So that song blew the fuck up.
That's a wild.
Yeah.
This is a person that just like it's so uncommon to hear about as well. Like,
yeah,
nobody knows who he is outside of music stuff.
No, and he went platinum like 17 times on one song.
Songs, exactly. Throughout your career, that's a mental amount to have, but on a single fucking song.
Yeah, and then one people don't pay attention to because it's Illenium. You know who Illenium is? Their song "Good Things Fall Apart," Jon Bellion does all of the vocals on. And he's listed in it. It's "Good Things Fall Apart" with Jon Bellion is how it's listed. But when you hear it on the radio, you just hear "Good Things Fall Apart." It was back when I worked at Walmart. It was one of the songs on our display speakers.
Oh hell yeah! Oh,
So like it was popular enough to get there. It also went platinum twice and went gold once.
How
then
many awards does Bellion have under his fucking belt?
A lot.
It has to be triple digit, right?
Do you remember Zed?
Yes, I love Zed.
Do you remember his song "Beautiful Now"?
Yes.
John Bellion does all the vocals on that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep, that went platinum twice.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, that's not all of them. He produced on some other shit. He worked with Logic back in 2013.
2013? Nobody had even heard of Logic in 2013.
Exactly.
Maybe, is that why he got popular?
Back then. No, it's not why, but
is it a contributing factor?
I mean, "Welcome to Forever" is one of my favorite Logic songs. From Young Sinatra. "Welcome to Forever" is the name. It's his fourth mixtape. It's literally his fourth thing he put out.
Yeah.
And then he just in 2023 pretty much wrote the entire Jonas Brothers album with them. And then "Memories" by Maroon 5 was John Bellion's song. Jesus. "Graveyard" by Halsey was John Bellion's song. What the fuck was the one Justin Bieber and Chance the Rapper? A song that was everywhere.
Yeah.
"Holy," that was John Bellion's song. Let's see here. There's more on here somewhere. Here we go. "The Monster" from the Marshall Mathers LP2. He produced that song.
Of course he did.
"Trumpets" by Jason Derulo. He produced that song.
Bro, what? That's wild.
"Holding Out" by Andy Grammer.
I have a funny clip of me yelling at Cortana for 20 minutes straight over a Cortana thing, but over a Jason Derulo thing. But that's its own kind of worms for a different episode.
"Life Must Go On" by Quinn 92. That's one of my favorite artists. Let's see here. Selena Gomez. He just did that. He did one with Katy Perry. He did a few with Miley Cyrus.
It's insane, that is. It's so much stuff.
Yeah, here you go. Justin Bieber's album "Justice." He helped produce or write, or completely produced and write "Holy," "Anyone," "Hold On," "Deserve You," "Die For You," "Ghost," "Loved By You," "I Can't Be Myself," "Name," and "Haley."
That is wild. That is insane. That is. Holy shit. That's so much. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I'm skipping over a lot of shit here. Yeah, off of the latest Jonas Brothers album, he did "Wings," "Waffle House," "Miracle," "Montana Sky," "Sail Away," "Americana," "Celebrate," "Vacation Eyes," "Summer in the Hamptons," "Summer Baby," "Little Bird," and "Walls." And all of that, he's only credited on one song.
Insane.
In the title.
It's insane. I would love to sit down and just go through and see how many fucking...
And the funniest one to me... 7 by Jungkook.
Out of all of the things, that's wild.
Yeah. I mean, you can skip through probably a lot of that because I read a lot of shit just then. But
speed it up at 2 times speed.
Yeah, like you could put it at 8 times speed and it would still be too long.
Like my cock.
Like, I guess, here you go. Just for reference of how long it takes me to scroll through it all. Right? Where's my phone? There it is.
That's insane. That is insane. You're gonna have to send me a link to that as well.
Holy it's just his Wikipedia page for his discography.
That's insane, dude. Oh my god. And like there are some names that are just known so well, and then you have people like that who are just producing literally everything that everyone has produced literally ever.
Yep.
And yet Taylor Swift is the billionaire?
Dude, it pissed me off so fucking bad because all she did was rewrite the music she already put out. I don't give a shit about her, dude.
And it's the only reason why she did it really is because other people were releasing albums and she wasn't #1 anymore, so she needed #1 spot. Yes. That's fucking mental, guys. Any other topics you wanted to discuss, by the way?
Let me look back at the podcast.
I think we've covered everything. We've covered pretty much everything, as far as I'm aware.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, My Hero is gonna be good, but I mean, that's all I had to say about that. It's gonna be good. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited to rewatch the entire fucking thing. Yeah, anime music has gotten extreme popular, and it's because anime music is fucking good. Like, anime music has been good for a while. The intro to
Don to Don.
But literally, it's so catchy. But like, if you listen to like the songs, they're like by Eve, they're by like Yaosabi, they're by loads of people that everybody already knows from listening to these songs, listen to in these spaces. So you have Chainsaw Man intro, you have Apothecary Diaries intro, you have fucking, the intro outro for basically
god damn, that song is good.
The intro and outro to basically everything are incredible, and the emotion in some of the songs as well. If you sit down and just read the lyrics to the outro to the song for Freerun, it is so sad. It is so well done, but it perfectly encapsulates the entire show, the entire narrative, the entire emotion.
Eve is one that really blows my mind with this. He released Kaikai Kitan for JJK, which is season 1's opening to JJK.
Yes. JJK
that
music
song
is incredibly popular.
Right now, that song on Spotify is at 493,637,000 streams.
That is
on Spotify alone.
Insane, but that doesn't even take into account YouTube streams. That doesn't even take into account other platforms that people still use for some reason.
And that doesn't take into account the like Jujutsu Kaisen versions as well that people are probably listening to all the time.
And then on top of that, the clips that people use on TikTok, where they use the song and YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels and stuff, where they use parts of the song. It's so incredibly popular. I love Jujutsu Kaisen in general. Like, I need to sit down and properly watch through all of it. I haven't told my girlfriend anything about it. All she knows is that it's popular. That's about as much as she knows. I'm gonna send her in blind. I'm giving her no forewarning as to what's going to happen.
Dude, and I do like JJK. This is one of the things. This will probably be the last thing we talk about because we probably should stop talking at some point.
We will wrap this.
Otherwise, we
never
will.
This will be our last topic for sure. And then we can carry on playing Skip.
Yeah, exactly. But JJK is overhyped. I said it.
I think that anything that's that popular, it's going to be difficult to be. To a ridiculous extent, it is overhyped. Mm-hmm.
It is worse than My Hero. It is worse than Chainsaw Man. It is worse.
CSM is peak, so.
Yeah, that's fair. It is worse than Solo Leveling. It is worse than a lot of other shit that I can think of off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The good part of that show is the first half of season 2. Period. That's the good part. The movie and then the first half of season 2. That's the good part of the whole fucking show, right there. Everything else is regular shonen slop.
Fair enough. You want to know what isn't regular shonen slop? Konosubarashi.
I've not watched it. Don't know what it is.
You should. Konosuba is hilarious. It's one of those very self-aware anime that is lewd and stuff, and is very stupid and follows all of the anime tropes to the ridiculous extent because it's self-aware and it's just satirizing all of them.
Yep.
I love it. It's one of my favorite anime just for that reason. It's so stupid.
Yeah, man. It's just... I mean, there's so much stuff that I'm just waiting to have come out.
To be honest, I think one of the main reasons why Jujutsu Kaisen is
the next
so
Demon
popular.
Slayer movie is not till 2027, and I'm so pissed.
I mean, yeah, they did just release one like two fucking weeks ago, so sounds about right.
Yeah, I know, but like 2 years away hurts.
Oh, it's 1.5, but yeah, no, I feel it.
Yeah, probably.
I feel it. But yeah, I think that the reason why Jujutsu Kaisen is so popular is because it was the first to be. It was one of the staples of gorgeous anime. Like, because
gorgeous, absolutely beautiful.
We did discuss this like a couple of days ago. How there's like the periods of anime. You know, you start out with like the original Akira levels of animation, and then you go into like the huge ginormous eyes in like the 90s and stuff. Then you move into 2000s and stuff where you got like Death Note, you got a few of the other anime that we discussed back then, some gorgeous stuff. And this is like after like stuff like, and then you got Orange High School Host Club and that kind of vibe. And then things slowly shift into like the neutral anime. Everything just looks the same. You got Naruto in that group. You got Dragon Ball in that group. Basically everything looked the fucking same. Everything was the same style, and everything was done differently.
I'm gonna fucking divulge right here. You just told me that Dragon Ball and Naruto are in the same style. You're fucking nuts.
They're not in the same style, but you know that they don't sell as well as, like, if you look at that modern anime we have now, look at how unique and how completely different everything is. You have Jujutsu Kaisen, which looks completely different to Demon Slayer, which looks completely different to fucking... I
see what you mean.
Which looks completely different to Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Everything is so different.
Very stylized.
It's stylized and it's gorgeous. Free Run is the most gorgeous anime I have seen so far. It is beautiful. I'm excited for more Free Run.
I'd say with styles, like style, I think the Dragon Ball very clearly has its own art style. I think
it has its own art style, but again, it's like it's just so... There's a default anime style that they build off of, right? But with new anime, it's not the same. Like, you have the tropes of, like, the same style, but that's about it.
I love the stylized look of Demon Slayer. I think it's the best.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It is beautiful.
I think that My Hero is the quintessential version of that mid-2000s anime look.
Yes, I will 100% agree. It is, like, the peak of the classics. Like, you know that it's...
Outside... For like overall for consistency, yes, I still think Naruto has the best fight scenes of the quintessential style of animation. That's one that, like, there's just with the way that the combat system works with the hand signs and stuff. There's one or two scenes, and it blows my mind every time I watch it, where they'll be fighting, and it'll be, just for simplicity's sake, we'll say it'll be good guy, bad guy, right? Good guy will go to attack. The bad guy will grab their hand and use their hand to make a hand sign. Use that to throw like a jutsu at them.
I love that.
Oh god,
yes,
what happened?
You did. Oh, there you are.
Okay, there it went.
Oh, it's catching up.
I'm back.
Yeah, you're back. But we're here. Yeah, I do love that. There's a unique take on it, and it's a really well done, because it's like if you're playing D&D and a wizard is casting a spell, just cast Mage Hand in their mouth. What are they gonna do? It has a verbal component.
Why am I laggy?
I don't know.
My phone's not dead. It's been charging.
It's a good job it's the end. But yeah, like there is so many like times to these kinds of examples. One of my favorites is Death Note. It's a shonen anime entirely in the mind. Like they are battling the entire time, but it's a battle of wits. There is no kind of like actual physical combat altercations in that anime.
Oh shit, I fucked up everything.
Well, time to finish up. It's okay. We can finish up here.
I fixed it.
It's still laggy. It's still
We're
dead.
Good. I'm frozen as fuck, but I fixed it. Oh god. Alright. How's my phone doing? It's not even overheating. I don't even know.
Nice. Well, it's back now. Back in time for us to finish. Well, this has been a very excellent starting episode. We will have more like dedicated topics, I'm pretty sure, for the second one, if we can just ask everyone you know for topics, basically. Yeah. Because we can get some good ones.
I mean, hell, we can start doing like shorter episodes. We can do shorter episodes where we do like a game or something, distractible style, something like that.
Distractables. Oh, that's a good one. 20-minute sessions are just called Distractables.
Well, no, that's the name of the Markiplier podcast. We can't take that.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I was saying we can do game stuff like Distractable Podcast does.
Oh, I thought you were saying a thing. Ah, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I'll have to look into that because that's funny. But we can have some funny names for our side series. That's fine. Crossplay Podcast will of course be the main branding. But if anyone's still fucking here after all this time, thank you for probably falling asleep to our voices.
We do have very nice voices.
We do.
I don't know about him.
We both do. The amount of times I've been told that people literally fall asleep to my videos on YouTube because they like the sound of my voice. It's soothing. It's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am excited for continuing this series. A little thing we got here. And I guess we should probably roll the silly bloopers and stuff and outtakes.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we had outtakes in the beginning where we were just we tried to intro like 17 times.
Yeah, that I believe will do it for us for today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for chilling with us. As always, I'm going to outro this the same way I outro my live streams on twitch.tv.
Here's our handles. I'm cutting in. Here's all our handles. They're up here. They're right there. Mine's
They're also
here.
linked.
Now
They're linked
there.
below.
Now it's
Fuck
there.
off.
Now it's there.
Fuck off. Linked below.
And now it's in a circle right here.
On the YouTube channel. All of that stuff. Thank you for tuning in.
And here's the link for YouTube channel. It's right there in the middle. You see right where that little symbol is? That'll take you right to it. Yes,
I hope you all have a wonderful night, or rest of your day if you're watching this on your way to work or something. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
I hope your commute isn't this long. I feel bad if it is.
Yeah, me too.
See you guys in the next one.
Peace out.